And we back.
Yes, sir.
Another day, another dollar. Um, I gotta find something that rhyme, bro. Another something, another pod. I just,
We're gonna figure it
I couldn't figure it out that fast on the fly. That's why I don't rap. It's freestyle. It just wasn't come off the dome like that.
out. You gonna be both, brother.
Man, how you feeling today, man? Well, you kind of told me a little bit, but
Yeah, I'm feeling a little under the weather, but we all good. We got a pod, man. So
yeah,
yeah.
man. This is why y'all need to do one thing. Y'all need to subscribe and turn on the post notifications. We are here every Wednesday. First of all, I just got off the phone with somebody that was like, "Oh, I didn't know you pod today." We pod every Wednesday. I'm going to make that known publicly when we get elsewhere, other platforms. But this is an every Wednesday thing. Really around this time, I ain't really setting no set time on Wednesday because our lives are our lives, people.
Yeah.
So sometimes things happen. But every Wednesday we're gonna be here. It might be me in LA, might be just me. I might got to thug it by myself. Uh, might be Jay. It might be anybody. Might be anybody. Oh yeah, y'all. Interview coming this Saturday. Interviews is the wave I'm pushing into. Yeah, and I'm trying to be on other people's pods too. So if y'all got some pods, let me know. Hit me up. We'll talk. Interviews is the wave I'm going. So Saturdays is probably going to become every week thing like Wednesdays. As of right now, it's not. But this Saturday we do have an interview with CEO of Locked In Athletics, the Locked In brand itself. So that is Saturday. If y'all want to tap in with that,
Make sure y'all do, man. Make sure
yeah.
y'all do.
Yeah, but like I was saying, man, y'all subscribe, y'all hit the post notifications and all of that because we do this not just for us, but for y'all. My boy is over here under the weather and he still showed up. He ain't show up just for me. You know what I'm saying? It's for y'all too.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
that being said, today might be a little shorter than others. I ain't gonna have my boy on here all day. But we're gonna get kind of straight into it. Football, man. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry, one more thing. We own football now. Like, this is what we own. This is basketball might be talked about a little bit, but that shit getting a little slow. When it come back, we'll be back. But for right now, we's on football. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey man, look, you already got
Appreciate
supporters
it, man.
that you feel.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, they gonna hold that down for
Yeah.
you. Them simulations been crazy. By the way, speaking of saying we not gonna talk basketball, but them simulations been crazy.
Yeah, man. Make sure you take care of that too, JC.
Yeah,
You
right,
know what side I'm on.
right. Anyway, man, let's get started. Cowboys have finally paid Ceedee Lamb. The deal was for 4 years, $136 million, $100 million guaranteed. Man, how you feel about this? What's your honest opinion on this getting done?
About goddamn time. That's my honest opinion. About goddamn time.
Yeah,
What was it to think about? What was all the crunch some numbers? Y'all the
right.
highest paid franchise in any sports, right?
Yeah.
Like so, like what was the holdup? Like it's your best receiver on your team. You have nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the best. He's a top 5 receiver in the league right now. So,
Right.
Jerry Jones, I feel like I don't know. He just be trying to throw his weight around like I'm still the boss. Like, bro, we get it. Like, but you need to pay this
Mm-hmm.
man. Like, regardless, you need to lock him in before you lose him. So, it's
Right.
just like a no brainer. It was basically like I'm saying, like, what was the holdup?
Nah, I feel you. That was damn near my sentiments exactly.
Yeah,
Um, man, you didn't do nothing but cost yourself money. Like if you did it earlier, this deal would be like 27. You know what I'm saying? Not 30. What is it? 34? Like you saved yourself bread by doing this early and you knew you was gonna do it anyway. It wasn't no scenario in which I thought they was gonna let Ceedee Lamb walk. Like it's no scenario in that for
I feel
me.
like I feel like it's kind of like two people that on their team is no brainers. Like You know
Him
what I
and
mean?
Micah. Yeah, him and Micah is like a no-brainer. It's like they played kind of dependent positions anyway. Well, not really Micah. I think that's why edge rusher is kind of like second most important position.
Yeah.
But he didn't do himself no favors. I say that because he's probably gonna slowly have to work his way into week one. So he might be on a snap count week one, which makes that game a toss up because you don't have any more receivers for real.
Because who they got over there now? Because
Brandon
Gallup
Cooks.
retired.
That's it. It's Brandon Cooks and what's his name, Jawan Tolbert or something like that. It's just like
Yeah. Literally had no choice with the pain.
You know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't gonna not pay him, and you're not gonna not pay Micah next year. So it's just, why'd you wait so long, bro? I don't even know what we doing.
And I've just seen they signed Dalvin this morning.
They did sign Dalvin.
Yeah.
I don't know how much stock I take into that. Nigga's trash, but I ain't gonna. I mean,
for the running backs on the
man,
squad.
yeah, it's just what are we doing for real, bro?
Yeah.
To
But
be
they might do
honest,
something though with him and Zeke though. You know what I mean? Especially if they, who else they got on that depth
bro,
chart?
both of them niggas old. They got
But
Rico Dowdle.
Pause. If they could take a load off of each other, it's, you know what I mean? Maybe it could work.
In what way?
I don't know, man.
Dalvin not a starting running back no more, and neither is Zeke. So you got two backup running backs. I mean, you can running back by committee, and that's what it looked like the approach is. And they hoping somebody got some juice in them legs, but it's like Dalvin was a Jet last year, and he wasn't touching the football. Zeke was a Patriot and was only good for goal line, which he's only been good for the last couple of years. So it's like
that's true.
I don't really, I don't know about that one.
But you got a little bias in you too because they in your division. But it's
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The Cowboys are always gonna cowboy. It never ever fails. It never ever surprises me. I don't care. Honestly, don't care.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. You know what I mean? I'm not a
fan
of Cowboys like that.
No, I'm not a fan at all. But I can be unbiased because I know like they're not threatening. They're non-threatening. Yeah. So I can be completely unbiased. Like
that's true.
I just rock with how I rock. And if I say it once, I'm gonna say it a million times, bro. Both of my teams suck. Both of my teams are not good. We don't have championship aspirations. So me talking about these teams that have those aspirations, I ain't gonna be like biased. It's pointless. Yeah. It's pointless for me to be biased in that regard. Like I ain't got no dog in the fight technically. So it's just like it is what it is. Feel me?
That's understandable.
I say, and by the way, man, we got a lot of side note. It's a lot of waiver wire action going on right now in the NFL.
What's happening?
Just yesterday was final cut down day to the 53. So now today is the day that everybody can claim people that got waived or released, or you know what I'm saying. So Lewis Cine went to the Jets. I don't know if you know what that is, but he's a former first rounder. He got talent. He just kind of stay a little injured. Okay. But if he could stay on the field, they got a good one. So it's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of teams that had a 53-man roster done yesterday that it ain't gonna look the same come the end of the day today. So it was just very interesting. But getting back on track, like we both said, I think it's just a little. I don't want to say too little, too late because you still got him, but it's like you cost yourself bread, dude. Jerry Jones is I don't want to say a great, but he's a really good GM, but he's a terrible owner.
Definitely.
Like he's a really good GM. He's good. If you want to give him credit for drafting, which is not really him, but he also hired the scouts. So drafting and developing players, you do that really well.
To be honest with you, it's like I want to say like he brings it on himself the reason why he's not a good owner. Like I've heard multiple people say the same thing that I'm about to say as well. So it's a known fact. But he's just like he just tried to throw his weight around too much. And it's, everybody knows that you're the owner. Everybody knows that you provide what we need to succeed and stuff like that. And I feel like the reason why they lose all the time is because of the pressure you put on them during the media. Nobody can be bigger than you on the Cowboys. You stay in the media, stay throwing jabs at people. So it's like kind of bring it on yourself. But if you a billionaire, what could you say to them? So I guess that's.
I mean, count your billions and shut the fuck up. That's what I can say. Count your billions and do what you're good at. You're not good at everything. Apparently, you're not good at anything because y'all haven't won nothing in damn near 30 years.
It's true.
So don't you? I don't know, bro. You just seem hard headed, bro. Like you're not taking into account that you've been the general manager and the owner this whole time, and for the last 30 years, you ain't been able to accomplish nothing you was able to accomplish the first half of them years. And it's like eventually you would think that he's like, oh yeah, maybe I'm not. Maybe I need to step down. Maybe I'm not him at this right now. Maybe I'm not him at this no more. Maybe the game
Yeah.
is passing me by in this area. It's just like apparently not. You're not gonna be on that. So keeping things rolling, man. Do you think Dak is next? It's like a two-parter question. You think Dak is next, and what's his market value? I think what's his market value also adds to is he next? We also got another guest. Sorry, before you start, JC in the building. 4-quarter sportscast.
My God, my God.
Hey.
What?
This nigga. But nah, man. Go ahead. You can start first.
Let me restate the question for JC. I don't know if he heard it. So we already went over Ceedee getting paid 4 years, 136, 100 guaranteed. The next kind of double up question I had was, will Dak be next, and what's his market value? And I think they kind of go hand in hand because what his market value kind of determines is he next to be signed for the Cowboys. So I'll answer it in that fashion. I'll say, what's his market value? I think it's about $65 million a year. I just being honest, I think it's about 65. Will he be next? Hell no, because his market value is 65, and they know that already. And I don't think this is a Jerry Jones tactic. All right, so let me put some stipulations on it. If they make the NFC title game, they'll pay him 65. Mm-hmm. If they don't make the NFC title game, he's not getting paid. He's a free agent. He's going to be yours or my quarterback next year.
He's first off, he's definitely going to be my quarterback.
I mean, you can have him. That's not the route I want to go.
I don't want him. That's the thing, though. But I know the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? I know the Raiders. I don't want him, but I know the Raiders. He's definitely going to become a Raider. But there's no doubt in my mind. He has Raider written all over him. But yeah, I totally agree with you, man. It's really just kind of, he's like in that situation where it's like do or die. You know what I mean? So it's like he has to make that, like you just said, he has to at least make some type of impact, career high, something. He has to do something to like really show that he's worth that. Because like I say, not only is he getting media pressure, and I'm sure Jerry Jones sees that if they don't get it done, this is kind of like the ceiling, you know?
Yeah.
Giving them multiple chances, you know? And he's talking about he's all in and stuff like that. You're going to have to pay Michael Parsons, and it's just going to have to do well in the draft, man, to draft somebody else if he doesn't do well this year. Now, I don't think he's worth that money, to be real with you. He hasn't really showed me anything.
We'll get into that worth thing because it leads into my next thing. I'm going to let JC go, but it leads into my next thing as far as worth. Mm-hmm. So go ahead, JC.
Well, you know, me and you did a stream a couple days ago picking the week 1 games. You know, my tune was just, trade everybody. Well, we was under the assumption, they was going to try to be hard-headed and go into the season, and start slow. And then, we need Ceedee. But I guess, I don't know why take all off season, not have that man in the building practicing, and then a week before it's just the front office saying we're not going to pay. It's whoever trying to flex on each other and push their weight around. But at the end of the day, as usual, the player won. So, I slick like that stipulation you put on it, though. If Dak can take us to I don't even think an NFC Championship game is really warranted of him being paid, though. I think it needs to be a Super Bowl, in my opinion, because the NFC Championship game should have been the goal about 2, 3, 4 seasons ago. At this point, it should be Super Bowl for them. But I mean, I don't think they're not paying Dak 65, 60 million, bro. I just can't see that.
So if you win like MVP or something like that, and they
if he go win MVP or something and they go to the NFC Championship game, okay, maybe. But who is he really finna elevate his game 11 years into his career, 10, 11 years? Like, I think he is what he is at this point.
He was damn near close winning MVP last year, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in the top 5.
It was like number 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah.
Right
But
after
I mean,
McCaffrey and like Brock, I think he was like 4.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't see where they
I don't
get
think
their
they'll ever
next
give it to him.
quarterback. I don't see where they get their next quarterback from though, because their draft position isn't going to be.
That's what I was gonna say to you, LA, when you was like they got to just try to get another one. It's like that ain't but so easy, and shit. All it take is a year where you didn't expect things to go as well for you to be still fucked up a little more. Like, and that's kind of my situation. That's why I understand it a little bit because it's like we win playoff games in 2022, and now we pick 25, and there's 3 quarterbacks coming out. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, now if we pick top 10 like we did this year, you know, we would have had a chance at a quarterback. It's like one year where you like not expecting these victories to come, and they actually come. Like, what if they, all right, Dak, you out of here? We're gonna rock with Trey Lance for this year.
I was gonna say that
It
too.
kind of expecting a rebuild, but then Trey Lance take them to the playoffs. They might not win a game, but now you pick 20 and on. You're not getting a quarterback.
Yeah,
So
that's
now
true.
it's like, do I pay Trey Lance or do I go back in the market and see what's there? Now you got to value like is Trey Lance better than the guys that's out here, better than the guys I can get in the 3rd round, the quarterbacks I get in the 3rd round, 4th round. Like it become a little sticky situation, but trying to move on. In my opinion, speaking of these quarterbacks, I think some of them are getting paid for nothing, and I think that kind of goes into what you was talking about with the Dak thing. For me, is I think he's valued at that much because that's just what the market is. And we can't really put stipulations on his money where it's like, well, you don't do this and you don't do that. Like you ain't win no MVPs and you ain't win no playoff games. But it's like I counted and I got it pulled up here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 active quarterbacks with a playoff record over 500 currently. And the rest of them that are at 500 have only played 2 games. So won the first one, lost the next one. And majority of them have been paid. So I don't feel right putting stipulations on his money when he ain't done nothing. When it's a whole bunch of niggas that ain't done nothing that's getting paid. Tua just got paid.
I,
And they ain't made the playoffs. And they ain't made the playoffs. Not a championship game. No, made the playoffs in 23 years. Going on 24. And he's been paid. Justin Herbert has been paid.
see, that's the thing though. Like, in my opinion, like my true opinion. Like, when people begin like, I feel like people forget a lot. Like, CJ Stroud had a great year. Don't get me wrong, right? And I'm sorry to bring him into it, but he's had a great year. But people are just on the train. Like I am too. I think he's nice. I think they're gonna make the playoffs. But like, there's only 2 quarterbacks in my eyes like that are in the game right now who's actually like worth their money.
So before you continue, that was my subsection. And the
They've done
question was like, which quarterbacks are elite?
2 in my
Because
opinion. Who's
they're the
done
only ones that
something?
deserve the money to me.
Yeah, like it's Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. Like it's in my opinion, it's those 2, and maybe Joe Burrow, maybe Joe, because what he's proven, because like he's got to the Super Bowl and he seems like he's Pat's kryptonite. So it's like maybe him, but everybody else, like, what have you done for me? Like, what have
Right.
you shown me to like actually make me believe that you're like greater than these 2 or like greater than these 3? Like
Right.
nobody else has won anything, accomplished anything, nothing. So I be getting tired of hearing these quarterbacks like Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts. Like I'm tired of hearing these dudes. Like they ain't really worth nothing for Brock
And,
Purdy. Like bro,
right.
he's not
And
elite to me.
and
He
JC,
plays for a good.
I want your input. Sorry to cut you off, LA, but to me that's like, bro, that's the market though.
Bro,
So it's like
Put Lamar Jackson on San Francisco. They have 3 Super Bowls right now. Like, look at the
if
talent around Brock Purdy, bro.
if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
But that's what I'm saying. They
If
like to
grandma had
say,
balls, she'd be grandpa.
but they
Like,
like to say that Brock Purdy's this. Oh, he's an elite talent. Oh, he's nice. Oh, he plays in a great system and he has a great team. Like
mhm.
this is the reason why he's having success. And if he gets paid, this is due to his team. It's not due to his individual player or he's
Granted,
being
but
elite.
that's the position he played. So it's like, bro, it's like, what's the difference between a Kia and a Lambo? the market value.
Yeah, I'm
Nigga,
about
they
to say the
both
price.
they
The
both
price.
cars. They both cars. Some of these Kias got turbo engines. They go
Yeah,
fast. They might not go as fast as a Lambo, but it's like you get what I'm saying. It might not be as pretty, but
but
like
I don't want to hear.
that's that's it. Like it's the
But I
market
don't want to hear
value.
people. But I don't want to hear the media with Lamar slander when we're looking at a two-time MVP. But then you talk about, oh my gosh, Brock Purdy is so elite. Oh my, but you trash Lamar's name, and he hasn't had a Pro Bowl wide receiver since he's been in the league.
Right.
So what? Well, I don't get the narratives they be trying to create here. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion.
I feel you, JC. What you got for me?
I definitely agree with you when you say the market because you can't really judge quarterbacks off of what they've done necessarily. Like it's just how the game go. Like if I'm a quarterback this season and I get paid 40 million annually, next season when you up for a contract, you're gonna ask for 41, 42, and then the season after that, LA is gonna ask for 44, 40. Like that's just how it go. It doesn't really matter if I'm better than you. Who it's just really who's up next for a contract at the end of the day. But I
Right.
mean, as far as the whole like Purdy argument, I mean, I can't really too much discredit him because I don't think that put a quarterback in the offense and surround him with talent is like just like key and hold. Because I saw Desmond Ritter last year and that nigga was sorry. Sam Darnold this year, I think he's gonna be sorry. Like you can be sorry. I think he is a good player. Yes, it helps
Mhm.
having all that talent and a great coordinator calling the plays, but I wouldn't just say he's like not elite. At this point, his numbers have shown to be elite in the league. I think Lamar is elite. Pat Mahomes is elite. I mean, it just depends on what you deem elite. My term for elite is can I give you the ball and can you execute in a 2 minute drill with the game on the line? I think it's a few quarterbacks in the league that can do that, but I mean, um, I don't know. It's just everybody can't work. Everybody can't have an elite quarterback. Like sometimes you got to make it do with a B minus or a B plus. Because
Mhm.
why risk losing your B minus or B plus to go chase an A and then the A end up being a bust? And I think that's why a lot of franchises stick around with the quarterbacks that they have. You know, like the Cowboys, they can risk losing like that. I would say Dak at this point is a B plus or B minus, whatever you want to, with potential to be an A minus sometimes. But
Whatever you put Kirk Cousins in, they're the same person. One's
yeah,
just
so
black.
now I would say Kirk is a B plus with A minus flashes sometimes. But why risk losing that to go chase something greater? Because everybody can't have an A, but you know I can have a B plus and I can fill the team around them with A's.
Mhm.
So I just that's why I think Dallas. And the more I talk about it, I really feel like they're gonna end up just paying them, to be honest, because I don't see where else they can go. Like you said, Trey Lance, that would be a hell of a gamble to try to, because you gotta think you just paid Ceedee Lamb, so you gotta make a good return on your investment, and you gotta have somebody to throw the ball to him. Like it don't make sense to pay a receiver and then be guessing on the quarterback position. That would be dumb.
Right.
That makes sense though, because it's like he they might have just backed themselves into a corner to where it's like they
You
gotta pay him.
gotta pay him exactly.
You know what I mean? You could have got off of him earlier, like
Mhm.
people were saying. You know what I mean? But you guys stuck with him, so you're right. You might back him to even if he whether he has a good year or not. It might be like, damn, we stuck with him, so we're gonna have to pay this.
Yeah, and I don't think you. I mean, you do need elite quarterback play, but you don't need. I like for example, Kirk Cousins can turn elite in the playoffs possibly. Like Matthew Stafford turned elite when he got to the Rams in the playoffs. Like you can go on a run. Cause I'm pretty sure most people wasn't labeling Matthew Stafford a A when he was with the Lions. They was probably saying the same thing about him. You know, he can't win. It's all about the
I ain't
situation and
gonna
where he
lie.
at.
Maybe
And,
not an A, but I
and
thought I thought Matt Stafford was cold when he was
No,
with the
he
Lions. I
always
just
been a
thought they
dog.
sucked.
He always been a dog. But you know, quarterbacks get rated a lot based off of wins and losses. And in
Right.
reality, wins and losses are not really a quarterback stat.
It's
It's
a
a
coach
team
stat.
stat. It's
Yeah,
every
coach
yeah,
and
it's,
team
it's just
stat.
everything to go around it. So I think it's about the situation. But to like the con of paying Dak is you've tried this for 10 plus years. It might just not be his situation. It might just not be the right fit.
and
So
it's but
yeah, it might be. maybe Dak is better suited somewhere else, and Dallas is better suited trying to find another option at quarterback.
And I don't think they're gonna have a good year this year anyway. I've just seen the dude. I forgot Buddy's name. I keep forgetting his name, but their cornerback last year who just like broke the record for the
Deron
kid.
Bland.
He's
Yeah,
out
he
for like
out for 5-6 weeks.
Yeah, so like
4
he's
to
out
6.
for a little bit, and Trayvon Diggs is just coming back. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna have a good year. And you got Gallup just retired. You just signed Dalvin Cook, and you got Zeke. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But you ultimately the only person you have on offense really to give the ball to is Ceedee Lamb. Like who else you gonna get? Like I had Brandon Cooks last year in fantasy. He did nothing. He did
Oh, I
nothing.
know. He's
Awful.
a 3. He's a 3 they trying to force to be a 2.
Yeah,
He's
awful.
100% a 3.
No disrespect to you, Brandon, but yeah, you didn't do nothing for me. So I don't see them having a great year anyway. You know.
I feel it. Moving on, y'all are kind of like on track. I didn't even send JC the topic list, but like he right there. Y'all was talking about Purdy, and it ain't looking Purdy. From what I'm hearing, in practice, I've been reading the reports, and he is a turnover machine. He is a pick waiting to happen. I
Has
want to
Brandon been
say,
there
how do
this year?
y'all? Huh?
Has Brandon been there? Sorry to interrupt.
No. I want to say, how do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about his struggles in training camp and in practice? And is the 49ers Super Bowl window closing? Because you got to think about uh, Brandon not being there, Brandon Ayuk not being there, Trent Williams still has not showed up. Some people be like, oh, it's just a tactic to miss training camp, i.e. Jamar Chase is now at practice and plans to play the first game, missed the whole training camp, so niggas just don't want to be there. They thought it was a ploy with Trent. It's not. Purdy contract coming up. CMC has been relatively healthy. Is that like just a thing that's going? Like they got a couple questions. Like Kyle Shanahan can get us there, but he seems to never finish. Like they just lost a defensive coordinator. There's a lot going on out there at San Fran, man.
I don't fuck
So
with the 49ers. Think it's all
yeah, I know you don't. But the real question is more so, is their window closing?
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
how you feel. All right, you can
Yeah,
take
I'll
it
let
over, and
y'all
then we'll
answer
go to
first.
JC. Okay, well, let's go to JC.
I ain't gonna lie. I do not put any stock into them practice and training camp reports, bro. That shit does not mean anything. Like,
Okay.
you never know what they might be working on in practice. They might be telling him to intentionally push the ball here to try to get a look at something, and he might be throwing picks, but it's ones on ones in practice. Or it might be twos on ones. Like, and also you got to really be mindful of who we taking information in from, because some people write certain things or put certain shit out there in the
Well,
media.
I should have pulled it up, and that was my bad. Not to cut you off, but it was from the San Francisco beat reporter. He reports on it every day, like, and he said it in his thing. Like, people call me a Brock Purdy hater, but he also says good things about him. But just
Well,
this training
that
camp has
that sentence
been.
alone kind of scares me because he probably always pushing negative propaganda about him. But I mean, either way,
Mm,
it's training camp. I don't put stock into that. Like, I would rather put stock into what I've seen his career than training camp. Because like I said, we all have them people that be training camp legends or preseason legends, and they get in the season and they not doing the same shit and they not doing
mhm.
anything that you heard of. But I would say they window is definitely closing, but it's not like they're not a contender still. Like, nobody window stays open long or forever, but they definitely still there. They just need to figure out what they doing with IU. Um, I think that's another CD Lamb type situation though. I think they finna just go ahead and bring him back in. Cause really the other option that they saying they might send him to, if I'm him, I don't really want to go there. I don't want to go to Pittsburgh.
For the Patriots.
I don't want to go. The Patriots out the door. Like, he already said no.
Yeah, he declined a few of them. I don't think Pittsburgh will be a bad one if I'm him.
I
What?
mean, when you got to look
That's
at
a
it, you
terrible
got to look at
situation.
it over your current situation. Like, it's not worth going to Pittsburgh
Well,
because,
not if you're gonna get paid, but if you ain't gonna get paid what you asking for, then I
bro, if
think
he's asking for
Pittsburgh is
CeeDee
the
Lamb, if he's asking for elite wide receiver money, you're not getting that. I'm sorry, you're not on that level anyway, though.
probably he might not get that money, and I don't know if he asking for that. From what I heard, it's like contract dispute over like the years, so they want to do like 5, he may want to do 4, something like that. Like,
Yeah, because they trying to get that garbage year in the back
yeah,
end.
I heard it. I heard it's small stuff that they stuck on right now.
Yeah, that's how you know he gonna return though. Like they're not gonna trade him over no. They can work that out. Trent Williams, they gonna work that out. Trent Williams gonna be easy. They just trying to get Ayuk out the way. Trent Williams, they can make him the highest paid left tackle. Like that ain't nothing.
Yeah, I was about to say you really ain't got no trust with Trent. You
Yeah, at
definitely got no
all.
trust. Yeah,
So
you better pay that man.
I still think they contending. Like you can't really look at the NFC or the NFL as a whole and say that the 49ers are not a contender to win the Super Bowl. Like,
I got a
but
question though. Why'd you put stock into CMC being healthy? Like, why were you saying? Why you put so much emphasis on that?
Because his first couple years he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think injuries is one of those things. I don't really think people get over it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like somebody who can't catch and then be like, oh, well, I think he's over his drop problem. With injuries, I'd be like, you just might be one of those guys that get injured.
I ain't gonna lie, since he's been with San Fran, he been straight
these
though.
2 years, and he's been relatively healthy for sure.
Maybe he just didn't want to be in Carolina. Like
that's 100% could be a thing. Like every little nick in Carolina could have been like, oh,
I'm not
my back
risking it.
hurt. Yeah, my ankle. It could have been that too.
If it comes to health, I'm more concerned with George Kittle going into this year than anything. Like, because I was watching that receiver thing, and I don't know how much like longer he can keep doing what he be doing. Like, bro, like be throwing he be risking his body like every play. Like did you watch the receiver thing, JC?
Yeah, I watched it. Remember I was talking about Devontae had attitude?
Yeah. Remember when George Kittle went on the sideline and his like whole arm was numb?
Yeah, that was
like,
in the NFC Championship game, I think.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, and he's still going out there like, take me to the back real quick. Like,
yeah, he got a shot at that horse shit.
Nigga.
I'm like,
nigga came out with a whole new arm.
Nah,
nigga felt bionic.
I mean, Deebo Samuel too, though. He injury. He get nicked up too. So
that's all
kind
of.
But Deebo know when to like. You know what I'm saying? I seen Debo come out the game a few times. Like,
he know when to sit out for 2-3 games.
Yeah. George, he got something wrong with him.
Side note: Steelers named Russell Wilson.
Starter. Oh, we finna fuck them up. We finna fuck him up.
We knew that. We knew that already.
We gotta fuck him up.
We gotta see what he do the first 2 to 3 weeks. Because soon as he do something terrible, Justin Fields in that game.
Man, I just think it's a bad situation too. Because the fans in Pittsburgh, like they already loud and rough. I ain't gonna lie, they gonna hit niggas.
It's time to hang them cleats up, boy.
I ain't gonna lie, whichever quarterback end up starting first was at a disadvantage because I felt like Fields was gonna fuck up first and Russ was gonna get in. Like it was gonna be either way for me.
Bro, I think I said this on your pod the other day. They are the same nigga. One is just 10 years younger.
My point is actually they both have the same deficiencies. So I'm like, they really, and then you got a bad offensive coordinator, in my opinion. It's just not gonna work. But
I don't know if he's bad.
You owe Russell Wilson, the veteran, to see what he does the first 1 to 2 to 3 weeks.
It was never no competition.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, I thought Russ was always gonna start. I say, and going back to your Arthur Smith thing before we move on, I don't think Arthur Smith that bad. I think he has a type of quarterback. He's one of those people that don't evolve his system, in my opinion. So
that's
like,
bad.
Bad in certain situations. No, that's what I mean. Like bad in certain situations. He don't really evolve his play style. He needs somebody that's in that type of play style. Ryan Tannehill had one of the best years of his career under Arthur Smith. And these are these type guys. Like,
yeah, but if you can't get the ball to your main weapons, that, in my opinion, constitutes you as a bad coordinator. There's no way you have Kyle Pitts, Bijan, and Drake, and you rather get a ball to Cordell Patterson and your third string tight end.
Bro, I'm about to say, yo. At one point, the Falcons said I was the same offensive coordinator, right?
Yes, he was our head coach, but he was calling the plays.
Bro, I was about to say, y'all was annoying me because of how many weapons y'all had. I'm like, bro, like y'all got.
And I just think George Pickett's gonna slap the fuck out this nigga before the season over with. We can bet it right now. George Pickett's gonna crash out on the sideline.
Bro, he's already upset last season.
Exactly, but I ain't gonna lie. That Russ, it ain't. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna definitely dive into it deeper when I go over the game. Because I'm definitely going to have a little Falcons segment for the first game. I just really want to know who was starting first. But I figured it was going to be Russ. But Fields definitely going to touch the field. They definitely going to have some packages for him. Goal line or short situation.
And they're going to turn kicks like we saw him.
No, chill out, bro. Chill out. They ain't going to put him on
that was kind of disrespectful, though. Like,
No, I don't think it was disrespectful. I think they were showing like a new feature. You can put anybody back there. Like that's what they were showing. I think that's what Madden was doing. I don't think they
But the
meant no
Steelers did
harm.
have a other quarterback back there though.
Yeah,
They
that's
had
what I'm
a
saying.
third
I don't
string
think they
quarterback.
meant no harm. It's just like shit. You can put anybody back here. They was trying to show that evolution of the game, and it's like who got a backup quarterback that we might put back here to show it.
You could have used somebody else though. You ain't
Ooh,
especially
what you want to use the
situation.
Pastronaut? What you want to use Josh Dobbs?
Y'all
Nigga?
about to say you could have used
I don't.
Joshua. I was the
I
first
don't.
person on
I
my.
don't care about him. I don't care about him. I'd rather see Justin
You could have
Fields
used
back there.
Joshua Dobbs, bro. That's foul.
Man, let's move on to a topic that I like to call contenders or pretenders. Pretty simple. I name a team they had. So I looked up the 12. I don't want to say best Super Bowl odds, but like 12 teams that are capable of making the Super Bowl. I didn't look up just 12. That's what the article had. It had 12. Two of them I left off. I believe I left the Ravens and the Chiefs off because to me, those are the teams with the least amount of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like just out of all the teams that are left on this list, those are the teams with the least amount of questions. So I'm gonna go down team by team. You tell me contender or pretender and why. That's simple. Pretty simple. Let's start off in my division. Philadelphia Eagles. Contenders, pretenders, or what? Start with you, LA.
Contenders.
Contenders.
Yeah, it's just they're shaky on defense a little bit, but other than that, they ain't really got to tighten up much. For real. They got Saquon too. They just added. They got stronger at the running back position. The offense got stronger, so definitely contenders.
JC.
I'll say they're contenders. Probably the favorite to win the NFC East. Jalen Hurts gonna have to have a kind of a bounce back. And their defense gonna have to have a bounce back. It's gonna be interesting to see what the new coordinators come in looking like. But like we've spoken on, that coaching, that quarterback dynamic is very interesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with contenders too. I think they shift Flotto. I ain't gonna lie. I think they contenders because once you make the playoffs, you got a shot, and they probably win the division. But that's really it for me. I'm not sold
They're
on
not the
Jalen Hurts.
powerhouse they was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not so, and I think that was just a run in my opinion. I think
Yeah,
that
me
was a
too.
run that they didn't get done. Like you just didn't get it done, and it's not. No matter how many things you try to replace, it ain't gonna work. Like this is football, not basketball. They trying to treat it like basketball, free agency. Let's just go grab here. Let's pull from here. Dude, that's not how that shit works. So you change the offensive coordinators the last 3 years, I believe, and now you got another defensive coordinator. You and your coach don't get along as a quarterback. The secondary was bad, and now you replaced it with rookies and a nigga that you had and you didn't want to pay. So he might still kind of feel some type of way. Like, it's a lot of things that kind of go into these Eagles, and it's just like, oh, but they're uber talented. They're gonna be fine. And it's like, no, they started off 10-0 and lost like 7 of the last 8. So
They just had a report come out about Jalen Hurts. I don't know how true it was or not.
mhm.
They saying he can't really go against zero coverage. Like when they just blitz everybody, they was saying he struggled with that. And then they was saying he don't really know how to like call protections and shit. That was Jason Kelsey's job, and now that he retired, they don't know how well he gonna be able to deal with that.
That is another thing. Jason Kelsey's not there. Arguably the best player at his position ever.
That's true.
So it's just like, and center was explained to me because I thought centers were just centers. Centers was explained to me and how like in their importance. It was like, yeah, the same way JC was like, Jason Kelsey used to call it protections. Centers are the only person on the field that can veto a quarterback's adjustment.
Yeah.
Hey, I want y'all to block here. Center goes,
That's
no,
true.
block
That's true.
here because I see this. I don't care what you saw. No, I'm not doing that. Check out of that. So having a good center is very, very important. And like that's the first person to touch the ball on every single snap. So you getting a snap from him after you've been taking snaps from Jason Kelsey the whole time, it's gonna take some adjusting.
And it says like Jason Kelsey, like he's like the only player to snap a certain way. Like he does, like
Possibly.
because I remember watching on the New Heights with the little podcast, and Jalen Hurts is on there, and I guess he does it like a certain way. He even had to get adjusted to, like because he snaps a certain way. I'm
Right.
like, damn, like yeah, it really does go into a lot. Like you just saying, like a center really does play like an important part, man.
Yeah, so I'm not really sold on the Eagles, but for
I think contenders for
Conversation
sure.
purposes, I call them contenders. I just don't think. I don't know, bro. Talent. It's like you can't just put a whole bunch of talent on the field and be like, "All right, we're gonna win."
Yeah, but they're gonna win games though. Like they
No,
contend
they're
for
gonna win games. They win a
playoffs.
lot of games off talent alone. But when we talk about contenders, that's where it changed. Like,
Mm.
I don't know how much you really
It just depends who they
making noise.
play in the playoffs, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they need to do their best to win as many games as possible to have home field. Speaking of niggas need to win as many games as possible to have home field, the Miami Dolphins.
Hey,
Um,
hey.
uh huh.
Now I'm laughing because it's like my dad hates them. Like he literally hates them. He's the first person that popped up in my head. Like he do not like them, bro.
I feel. I'll start this one off, and I'm gonna say contenders just because I made the prediction that they break their playoff drought this year. So yeah, yeah. So they win a playoff game. You know what I'm saying?
You can
Get
take it
there.
back.
No, I can't.
You can
I
always
can't
take it back.
It's public, man. It's going public, and I believe it. So I'm gonna stand on it, and yeah, I'm gonna go Dolphins. I'm gonna say they contenders, man.
I mean, just because they win a game don't mean they're really contenders, though.
Well,
Because
yeah,
Tampa Bay won a game last year, and nobody thought they was contending.
yeah, but I think in order for them to win that game, they got to be at the crib. So I think they win a division. And
Yeah, I don't want to spoil the
yeah,
division
we'll
picks
get into
because
that. Yeah, we'll get into that on yours,
But
your
I,
pod.
I
But
agree with you right there. To go ahead, I kind of catch out the bag. I agree with you. I think they gonna win the division. I've been stuck with them, the Bills and the Jets, them three around. But I think the Dolphins know the most importance on having a home game, like you said. Like I don't trust them in the cold, and for that reason, I can't label them a contender. I think they're pretenders because I just think they brand of football just is not playoff indicative in my mind.
they breakdancers, as somebody would call them. They don't like to. They don't want to fight.
No, they don't. Like when it get cold and you gotta run that ball and get treacherous and play defense, like that's not their style of game.
No, for sure.
So I say pretenders, but I definitely agree with you. I think they can if they get a playoff home game, they definitely can win one. But the minute they go on the road, it's probably over with.
Yeah. LA, how you feeling?
Kind of in the middle. But I just agree with JC though, man. Like to be honest with you, dude, I just don't trust them. They look great on paper. On paper, they look good, but I just like you just said. I don't think when it comes down to it, I think they're gonna fold. Like I don't trust Tua. I don't trust Tua at all, bro. I like him. I like his game, but I don't trust, bro. So yeah, I feel like they're pretenders too as well. And
I feel it.
it,
I can't.
it, it's like it's hard to say. It's like to say that too because I like so many players on their team. Like I like Jay Rams. Like I like Tyreek Hill. I love Odell. Like I like Raheem. I just like like a lot of the players on their squad. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get it done. So yeah, pretenders, bro.
Yeah, Odell S is also out the first 4 weeks. I forgot to mention
Not
that. So
surprised.
that might change a little bit. Put him on the pup. Next team, we got a team in the same division, the New York Jets. Pretenders. I just is that even
pretenders. But the only reason why I say that though, it's the only reason why I say that it depends on Aaron Rodgers' health. If Aaron Rodgers looks like Aaron Rodgers, then they're contenders.
I just want y'all to know Aaron Rodgers ain't look like Aaron Rodgers in like 6 years.
But
I don't know why everybody's banking on that. Like
it depends on his health.
Okay, total extreme. So hear me out. Hear what I'm saying, not how I'm saying it. All right.
Good.
Total like different extremes. My quarterback, we be like, oh well, he hasn't gotten it done in 6 years. Why would we believe he's gonna change now? Mm-hmm. The same thing can be said with Aaron Rodgers. The last time we saw him play football, he was bad. Last time we saw him play a full year, his numbers was worse than Russell Wilson, and we want to kill Russell Wilson for it. Yeah. So why am I just gonna think he's gonna turn over a new leaf and you know what I'm saying? And now he's just gonna be MVP Aaron Rodgers again. I don't think
he's like a 4-time MVP.
I feel you, but when was his last MVP?
Or like 2016, 2015, right?
No, I
Maybe
think he won it his second to last year in Green Bay, I believe.
Like
that's
like
so it might be what 20.
Yeah, I think so, probably.
was it 20?
Might have
Hold on,
been.
we can fact check it right
I'm
now.
gonna say, you sure it was 20?
We can
Because
fact check it right now.
I said that fool Pat got 2. That fool Lamar got 2.
21,
Yeah, 21.
11, 14, 20, and 21.
Oh yeah, that's fairly recent. So yeah, I don't know. I
Right.
was giving
So
him 16.
I don't. I don't. I'm not. I just don't. I don't know. I don't feel. I don't feel it. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel like you turning back the hands of time 3-4 years, especially after turning 40 and tearing your Achilles. I don't think you turning the hands of time back, and now you're just gonna be MVP Rodgers again.
He's talented enough though.
Especially the last time I saw you, you was worse than the guy we just was talking about and said is trash. Like we just said, well, not even trash, but we just said Russell Wilson ain't the best. And his numbers was better than yours the last time y'all both played a full season.
Well, I kind of feel like
so why am I just giving you the benefit of the doubt? Russell Wilson's been to more Super Bowls than Aaron Rodgers. Why am I giving you the benefit of the doubt and not him?
Okay, I don't want to be disrespectful to Russ.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Russ was a system player. He was in a great system. Yeah, like I said, I feel like he's a more talented Brock Purdy. Aaron Rodgers was like he is like the system. If you kind of like, you know what I mean, like you're building your team around him, you know.
Right.
So I feel like the personnel that he's has right now on the Jets fits his game style and where he's at now. Like Garrett Wilson, I feel like he's going to be a great addition for him. You got my boy, who's my boy in the backfield? I keep forgetting his name as well. These names,
Brees.
Yeah, you got Brees as well, and your defense is good as well. So I don't know, man. I feel like the defense is going to be the main focal point for them getting stops and things of that nature. But I feel like, man, they're contenders this year, man. I feel like Aaron. People are saying that he's old and stuff like that, man, but I still believe in Aaron, bro. They contenders, dog. I'm rocking with the Jets, man. They contenders because Garrett Wilson had because he was supposed to have a breakout year last year. He had a subpar year. And I feel like this year they coming with vengeance, especially since he got hurt last year and so much high expectations they had. Nah, I'm rocking with A-Rod, bro.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna stick with what I've been saying the whole time about the Jets. It's either gonna go terribly good or terribly bad for them. Like I don't see no in between with this team. Like it's too much hype. They either gonna have to come out in AFC Championship game or Super Bowl, or it's just like anything else is a failure. Because they got the talent, they got the defense, they got the names, the players on offense. Really, it's gonna come down for them is health. Like
All across the board, though, JC.
all across
Not
the,
to
it's
cut
too
you
many
off,
people
I'll
on their
just
team
say
that's like health.
so many question marks. The niggas ain't been healthy.
I don't like that coach either.
I don't either.
I
He's a
don't think
fake
Aaron
Dan
Rodgers
Campbell.
like him either.
He
I don't
don't.
like
He's a
it, bro.
fake Dan
So
Campbell
it's
in my
like,
opinion.
bro, to me, it's just same thing with the Eagles. Like, if we really talk about the Jets and we get into detail with them too, like, all right, so you got a nice secondary. You got a nice secondary. You got pretty good, I say, middle of the pack linebacking core, and you ain't got no pass rush.
They defense is all right, though.
No, I know. Defense still going to be top 10, but I'm just breaking down the part by part. You know what I'm saying? D-line is probably the worst part of their defense, and they still got Quentin Williams. But outside of Quentin Williams on the defensive line, they have nothing.
Yeah.
Then we go to offense. The offensive line was treacherous last year. And then they replaced it with good niggas, but they names, like JC said. They just names, bro. Like at this point, they 40 years old. They coming off injury themselves. Like Tyron Smith. Let's be real, nigga, damn near 40.
Yeah.
And coming off seasons where he ain't finished the whole year. You know what I mean? Then you got Mike Williams. You brought in Mike Williams. Cool. Mike Williams is nice when
he
he's
ain't
on
even
the
healthy
field.
right now.
I was about to say he ain't even healthy currently. Like when he on the field, he's nice.
He injured though. Yeah,
Exactly.
Bro,
exactly. Like look at what we talking about. Brees was healthy last year, but tore his ACL prior. You know what I mean? Garrett might be the most consistent thing, like constant thing on that offense.
And he was supposed to have that breakout year last year, bro. He was supposed
Yeah, I don't know how they gonna do that because they got Braylon Allen, who I actually really, really like. I think they're gonna end up splitting carries and running back by committee in a situation where they don't really have to. So it's just, to me, it's and then we get into the coaches, like you said. I mean, Rodgers calls the plays essentially, and he got Nat Hackett, so that's great.
Bro, they designed that whole team for it from like
The whole offense is
yeah.
designed for him for sure. Like you got Alan Lazard over there, and they had Randall Cobb on that team and shit
Yeah,
like
bro.
that. And he wanted Mercedes Lewis on the team, and like,
That nigga, bro.
like
How
come
long
on,
has Mercedes Lewis been in the league, bro?
very fairly long time.
Bro, I feel like I've been watching him for forever, dog.
I ain't gonna lie, they defensive line nice though. They got Jermaine Johnson, they got Kinlaw this offseason. The defense is not the problem at all. Like
That's what I said.
I
They
the
defense straight,
defense
bro.
gonna be there.
That's why I said the defense probably still gonna be top 10. I was just saying, I was just breaking down both sides of the ball.
I'm gonna have to name them. I'm gonna have to say they because I just you telling me a team that ain't did shit in years is gonna get a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers and they gonna automatically go to the Super Bowl in the AFC. I just don't see that. So I'm gonna say
40-year-old Aaron Rodgers coming off an Achilles tear. Like,
right.
let's
So
not.
I'm gonna say because Aaron Rodgers don't have to be Aaron Rodgers either with this
That,
roster if it play out how it all play out.
that's what
That's
that's you taking the words right out of my mouth. That's literally what I'm saying, bro. He don't have to like, bro. They have enough weapons around like to where they should be okay. Like,
and we just went into the details of all the weapons around too. He
I
don't have
mean,
to
yeah,
be
but you
old
could do
Aaron
that with
Rodgers, but
you could do that with every team in the league though.
not
Everybody.
not really considering health. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say you go down every team and be like, well, health is y'all biggest question mark. Like,
I mean, but health is the biggest indicator of every team down there. If somebody get hurt at the end, if
yeah,
the
it
playoffs, you
changes
want it's whoever the most healthy is
I
really
agree.
who.
It changes the trajectory of shit, but I think y'all might be just going a little too far with what I'm saying. It's more so like these niggas is known to be injured. So
I
it's like
mean,
now we trying to trust that they not.
this the hardest team for me to put into a category the whole offseason because it's like I would need to see it. But what I'm seeing on paper is telling me that I don't really have no reason not to say they're not. So if I had to put them into a bucket of who can win a Super Bowl, who can't this year, I would put them in that bucket. So I would say contender, but it's more so like I need to see it.
who's their tight end?
Tyler
CJ
Conklin.
was oh yeah, I think he was on one.
No, he got cut.
Oh sorry, I think
Who is it?
Tyler
no
Conklin.
nobody basically. That nigga ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah, he had one of his better years last year. Was Zach
They got
Wilson at
Alan
quarterback?
Lazard. They got Malachi Corley. Like they got the niggas. They got the names. It's really gonna come down to their O line for real. They O line is anything like it's been. Aaron Rodgers he ain't gonna make it back there.
Nah, hell no, nigga. He 40.
But I say contender though. They got too much talent not to be in that bucket of teams that can win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I believe in A-Rod, bro. I'm going contender as well.
I'm going pretender, man. I'll stand alone on that one. That's fine. From one team that needs a quarterback and change their shit with a good defense to another team that probably needs a quarterback with a great defense. And the Browns, the Cleveland Browns, in this contenders or pretenders conversation. That's very interesting. You want to go first, LA?
I don't even know the direction they're going in. Like, I just heard they about to get rid of Jameis, like, the other day.
They said that was Cap.
That was Cap.
Yeah, they said they getting rid of their backups, but not Jameis though. So I guess they got Huntley from the Ravens. They said they trying to get rid of him and Dorian.
No, Dorian, the one that made the team.
Yeah, but they trying to trade because they got too many quarterbacks. They trying to trade one of their backups. It wasn't Jameis for sure.
I'm about to say, like, I think they're pretenders, though. I see Nick Chubb out for, like, what, 2 to 3 weeks. I heard they were trying to, like, I don't think they on the same page with Amari Cooper either. Jerry Judy, I thought that nigga was about to be so nice. That nigga is ass. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was about to be so good. But he is, yeah, he's not it. So yeah, I'm going pretenders with their squad. The only thing they got good going for themselves. And Deshaun Watson, I haven't seen you in like like 4 years for real, bro. So yeah, Yeah, only thing they got good going for themselves is Miles Garrett and when Nick Chubb is healthy. So I'm going Pretenders, bro.
JC.
If Horny Man can stay healthy and somehow play at the level when they gave him the fully guaranteed contract, the Browns are contenders. They have a top to bottom roster that can rival anybody roster in the league. Like if you really go look at their roster can go back and forth for anybody in the league.
Listen.
But their quarterback is not holding up his end of the deal. Like we talked about this the other day. I don't understand what he's been going through, what he got going on, but he's holding his team back tremendously. If he can stay healthy and he can play up to the level or even close to the level that he was playing in Houston, they contenders for sure.
I agree. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna call him
So,
pretenders though, because I don't think he's getting back to that level. But if if Deshaun Watson could go back to pre-massage, you know what I'm saying, pre-massage saga in his life, he'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he teach himself how to baby oil. Maybe he just like baby oil and massage his arm or something. Like learn how to do it himself. Maybe like that's what's going on because he hasn't been healthy, but when he's been healthy, he's also been bad. So there's no reason Joe Flacco at 40 should come in and we look better with Joe Flacco than we do with you.
Hey, Joe was balling though.
You know what I mean? Like there's no way he should come in and like. And by the way, when I said, speaking of Joe Flacco, when I said those 7 quarterbacks that have records over 500, Joe Flacco was one of them. Just he's not even a starter.
Yeah.
Go back to that work
somewhere too. Off of
yeah,
that?
he's back up for the Colts. And everybody so high on guy that's never showed us anything, Anthony Richardson. Anyway, that's another story for another day. I'm gonna go pretenders though, because I don't think Deshaun Watson gets back to that. But if I agree with JC, roster wise, top to bottom, they are one of the best rosters in the NFL. And we would see that if their quarterback could play like he knew how to play football.
Me personally,
or if they let him get massages again.
What have y'all seen Jerry Jeudy do?
Stretch the field.
I ain't gonna lie, Jerry Judy's ass. He's not one of the niggas I'm constituting as one of their good roster spots though. Like, they had a good roster before him.
He's a 2. We talking about a 2.
I like who they got at the corner position.
Until Jerry Jeudy learn how to catch the ball, he ain't nothing to me.
Bro,
I feel you, but we talking about a 2 receiver. We ain't talking, and he not like inconsistent catching like
Amari nice, but is he gonna stay healthy?
But your 2 is a starter though.
I know about Amari. Oh,
Amari Cole. I know your 2 a starter, JC, to answer your to respond to you. I know your 2 is a starter, but you gotta compare him to other 2s now. You don't compare him to 1s. You gotta compare him to other 2s.
I mean, his numbers are not screaming 2. They're barely screaming 3 though. And for his draft pedigree, he has underachieved. And his contract, he getting paid like a top receiver in the league.
He ain't better than Devontae Smith. He not better than who else?
His contract is he getting like 20 plus a year.
Not better than Brandon. Shit, not better than.
It's a few niggas I wouldn't take him over.
His
2?
Draft pedigree.
He getting 17 and a half.
He not better than most of the 2s that's out there, bro.
He not better than most of the 3s out there. 54 catches. I mean, no, it's just not working out for me.
What do you have? What was the numbers?
He had 54, 758, and 2 tuds, but this was expected to be a 1, and he really was like their 3rd, 4th option for real.
And he not, like I said, he's not better than a lot of these 2s out here.
But if his role is to stretch the field, then I guess. But he don't have hands. Shit. He don't have hands at all, Drew. I ain't gonna lie. He's like lead the league and drops down there every year.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
I thought he was about to be that 1. I'm like, that 1.
I agree, but I also think these stats ain't nothing to like sneeze at either. Like
you also had Russell Wilson throwing you the ball, so.
I mean, it ain't getting much better with Deshaun right about now, apparently.
Yeah, not right now, but I mean, 758 your rookie. No, 758 last year, 972 the year before. You had a down year with 463, and you had 856. Like he damn near average 800 yards a year, regardless of who the quarterback is. I think that's a two. I think that's a two to me. Like if you're gonna give me 800 yards and my number one is gonna give me 12 plus, like that's you are a number two for sure.
And is shit. Me personally, I'm not convinced Mario Cooper gonna stay healthy the whole year. Me personally.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you on that. I think his is partially that CMC thing too. Like JC was saying, oh yeah, nigga, my ankle. We in Cleveland, nigga. I don't want to play.
Yeah, I
oh,
think.
my ankle.
Yeah, I think it's too many it's too many things on that offense that's questionable for me to make them contenders.
I mean, I call them pretenders because I just don't think Deshaun will get to that level. But I do think outside of Deshaun, that roster is damn near stacked.
I mean, when we be doing these, I be trying to look at every team if everything that the GM seeing go right. And even if the Dolphins play like how I think they want to play, it still ain't gonna be a contender to me. Like, but if the Jets play how they want to play and the Browns play how they want to play, I don't see why they couldn't be. But it is a lot of ifs with the fucking Browns. Like Deshaun got to be healthy and he got to play right. But
Yeah,
other than that, I don't really have too many questions about what else going on because at the end of
me
the day,
neither.
we know
It's
they run
they
game.
to me. They are the like situation where like, oh, y'all are quarterback away. Like we look at some of these
Y'all
other teams
really
and be
think
like,
so
oh,
for
you
real,
replace
though?
him with a quarterback? Absolutely.
They defense is like that.
Their
I know,
defense is
no.
legit.
Their defense, I give you their defense. Like I said,
The
I like
run
it.
game,
O
the run
line.
game be like that.
But
I was
I
about to
understand
say,
with Nick Chubb, but Nick Chubb is coming off of a
not even
injury.
with Nick Chubb. Who did they have last year? What's his name? He was like 34 or something like that. Man, his name is Ford. Something
But,
Ford. He
bro,
was running that football last year too.
like I said,
Jerome.
Jerome Ford. Yeah, that's a credit to their offensive line. I think Nick Chubb make a lot happen by himself, and he is one of them. Don't get me wrong, but like a lot of it, I ain't gonna say a lot of it, but some of it is offensive line play. Like they have a
Shoemaker.
top half of the offensive line. You know what I mean? Like, and then they got a number one receiver, and then they have a number two, in my opinion, and then they got David Njoku at tight end.
Yeah, David straight.
Like, it's just they got all pieces. To me, it's literally like y'all a quarterback away. It's one of them.
Yeah, I still, I don't really believe in them, but I feel y'all.
Nah, I feel you. It's hard
They
to
ain't
believe in
got a
the Browns.
flashy roster, but they got a roster that like when they get cold outside in them playoffs and it's treacherous, they got that type of nasty team that can get it done.
Man,
But it's that quarterback that is Deshaun. Like, bro, he fell off.
yeah, Jerome Ford almost had 1,000 yards last year. Yeah,
I
813.
think Deshaun fall off is worse than Russ in my opinion because Russ was never an elite quarterback in my opinion. He always was like a product of the
Product of the
Seahawks.
system.
Yep.
But Deshaun Watson was rivaling damn near
No,
like
yeah,
Lamar and
Deshaun.
Mahomes
Yeah,
and
yeah,
them.
yeah. We was putting him up there. He got paid and couldn't get massages no more. He was cooked.
I think the Texans tarnished his name, bro. They did him bad, man.
Hey man, you better get that shit out your head, brother. Figure something else out. Moving on to another team in the North, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Contender.
Come on now.
I agree.
If
It's
Burrow stay healthy,
Come on,
the
man.
2 years he stayed healthy, AFC Championship game and Super Bowl. The two
and
years
I
he
was
didn't
about to
stay
say,
healthy, they didn't do shit. So
and I don't even go into the thing that he's injury prone because you got to
I,
think like he don't get hurt often. When he get hurt, his season's over. Like,
and
and in the first year, I don't blame on him, nigga. He got Joe Theismann. Like, he got that O
who their running
line.
back now?
Got a goddamn good point. It's somebody we know though. Let's see.
fuck the running back.
Man, they don't have shit to do with him.
They offense going
You
on
tripping, Joe?
Jamar
Jamar,
and
T
Joe.
Higgins, and T
You
Higgins.
you tripping? Joe Mixon played a big portion in what their offense was running though.
I like Joe Mixon, but I don't
Running
think
backs come a
he.
dime a dozen. He ain't
Yeah, I was
elite.
about to say
He
I
ain't
don't
Yeah,
think
shit.
he making. I don't think
that
he
be
make and break.
disrespecting running backs like
No, he don't
crazy,
make and
but
break that offense.
yeah, but shit, nigga, like I said though, well,
One
you still
thing that
got two.
might fuck them up is they did just lose their offensive coordinator though. He coaching the Titans now, so that might fuck them up.
That's my sleeper team this year, but
Yeah, no,
uh,
the Titans they looking good.
Yeah,
But
they
yeah,
got Park.
I say the Bengals are contenders though, as long as Burrow stay healthy. But I ain't gonna lie, Drew. If your quarterback get hurt 2 out of 4 seasons the whole year, I would say that is injury prone, in my opinion.
I don't know, bro, because you gotta look. The first one, it wasn't like something happened though. He got cooked, like he got killed in that pocket.
I mean, yeah, but
That
50,
ain't
you basically telling me
nobody.
50% of your career you're gonna be out. So this year he might stay healthy. What if the next year he get hurt again? Like that's,
Yeah.
I would want my quarterback to be out there as much as possible. fifty
I
percent
get,
ain't
I get
a
what you're
lot.
saying, but I
And
think it's
especially
more
paying
like
them all that money too to
I
make
think it's more
50%.
like 25%. I'm not counting your offensive line completely whiffing on a block and a DN doing what he's supposed to do and trying to kill you and you not be able to get up. Like your legs snap in half. That is not your fault. That has nothing to do with that's damn near your O-line fault. I'm damn near not counting that. In my personal opinion. And I'm a little biased toward Burrow because that's my guy.
I mean,
But
nah, I fuck with Burrow too, but
I'm not counting that one. So
What
I'll
I
say
like,
25 with the wrist thing, I count that. But like I'm not counting somebody coming and trying to take his head off and nobody touched him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what I
he didn't
like
even
that they
hold the ball
did
too long
too.
or none of that.
You know, I put like a lot of stock in receivers. So like, what I like is that they got rid of Tyler Boyd. And I think it's gonna free Jamar and T Higgins up a lot. I think with them running with them three, it was kind of not saying it was more weapons being used, but I feel like Tyler Boyd wasn't really giving them nothing for real, you know. So I like that. I like that move.
they
They got
got Zach
Jermaine Burton.
Moss at running back now.
Yeah, Zach Moss and
They
Chase
got
Brown.
they got Mike Gesicki at tight end now.
Gesicki at tight end is a good one.
They only thing really concerning me with them is the first time they made a run. Both times is their defense, but they defense really be holding it down. They got an opportunistic defense, like they get them key turnovers and
Oh,
shit.
they got Gesicki. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. He
But
didn't really do much last year, but okay.
yeah, I think that's an easy contender in my opinion.
I agree.
I like it.
I agree. The Buffalo Bills.
Fuck no,
Oh
Contender,
Lord.
pretender.
niggas is pretenders, nigga. Fuck no.
Uh-oh. Get
Mm.
into it.
You know how much they just lost? They lost hella people.
Ah.
Who they plug in?
I think what you just said about Tyler Boyd might end up being the same situation with Buffalo, though. In my opinion,
At
What
least they
them?
I
semi-replaced
I
though.
think
They went
with them
Jermaine
losing
Burton.
Stephon Diggs, they gonna have to change the way they play, and the way they finna have to play is gonna be better for Josh Allen. They finna have to start leaning more on their run game.
They
I was about
lost
to say
game too.
they're gonna play the way they played at the end of the year.
Yeah, they're gonna play ball
Stephon was
control
barely
offense,
involved. He
ball
was
control
barely involved.
offense. That's what they need to do because Josh Allen is too volatile. Like,
Bro, I do not fuck, dude. Like I say, I don't mess with Josh Allen, bro, but I don't see like the hype in him. And they had one of the best
Oh, I
offenses in
do.
the league. Like,
Oh, I see
well,
it.
he's nice. Don't get me wrong, he's nice, but I just don't like how he hasn't done anything for me. Put it
he
that way.
got to get them turnovers down.
He hasn't done anything for me, and that too as well. But the thing is with this is you had one of the best offenses in the league, and you didn't do much. So and you just lost all those people on your offense.
Who
My
all did they lose though? They only
They
lost
lost
I
Stephon.
Gabe. They
did.
lost
Oh
Stephon.
yeah.
Gabe ain't really no loss for real.
Big play
Nigga, what?
Gabe.
You set a record in he set a record in the playoffs for like most touchdowns, nigga,
He
ever.
he he either hot or cold. Like he either
Yeah,
going off for
that's
150
why I
or
say
he either not
he
doing
big
shit.
play Gabe. That's it. That's
Yeah,
why his
but
name is
still
that.
though,
Big play Gabe. You
I
got
he's
think
one
still a
I
job.
think
threat.
they got big play with Shakir still though, and Dalton Kincaid and Keon like they
They
it's
finna
over.
go. They finna go a lot of 12. They finna run the
Yeah,
old Patriot system, in my
it's
opinion.
overstated how much they lost in my opinion because Stephon, if he don't want to be there, he ain't doing nothing but really making it worse
The
being
nigga,
there.
the nigga was still putting up numbers though. He's still
Yeah, but
Stephon
the
Diggs.
style of offense they finna play. I mean, yeah, if
Yeah,
you ask yourself like, are you gonna be better with or without? Yeah, I would rather have him, but I don't think
they
he's gonna
lost
be like, oh,
Poyer
they
too,
just
right?
finna be. They not finna just be sorry. I would say they still a contender in my opinion
They
because they
lost
got
Matt.
the defense.
No, they lost Matt Milano though. That's big to me.
Didn't they
Well, he
lose
hurt. He
Williams
coming
too?
back
But he not coming back till damn near the end of the year though. JC. He like
Oh,
hurt.
next man up.
He come back
yeah.
in like
Ne-
November.
I don't think he that big. He a big loss, but he ain't dropping their defense all the way down. They
I
did.
disagree.
So
I
Sean
totally
McDermott
disagree.
is the defensive guru of their team.
He is, but they do got an engine on that defense, and it's Matt Milano, in my opinion. And they lost both. And they lost both.
I would
You
say
lose
it's the
both
line.
safeties.
I'm about to say they just lost Jordan Poyer.
So you lost both safeties. You lost Matt Milano.
Who
You
all
lost
wasn't training?
Tre'Davious. You lost Tre'Davious White.
Y'all
Yeah,
naming a bunch of niggas that wasn't even playing. Tre'Davious White ain't been on the field in 3
that's true.
seasons.
That's
I
true.
mean, I feel what you're saying, but they still
I played
play
good
parts when
today
they
against
be on the
Washington.
field. So, but I do think losing Matt Milano is huge.
Yeah, I'm going
Man, I
Pretenders, bro.
mean, it's a loss, but
Them niggas ain't gonna be shit.
they
Uh
they
oh.
still they still got a defense.
Hold on. The daily Jamar Chase update. Jamar
He got
Chase just
traded to the
got to
Falcons.
practice. Hell no. Jamar Chase just got to practice 13 minutes after it started, and he's in street clothes. It appears he isn't practicing today. A day after Zach Taylor said he's going to continue
Bro,
to practice.
I ain't gonna lie. Why do niggas do this? You know you're gonna play for the Bengals, bro. They're not gonna trade you. So I don't like I say, I don't even this shit is like a soap opera to me. The NFL is the only league who does this little shit.
But he got 2 more years left on his motherfucking
Right,
goddamn.
like you're not going anywhere, bro. If anything, we're gonna extend you and give you an extra year to make you happy. Oh wow, you got one extra year or some money
I was about
front
to
loaded on your
say he
contract.
not. I was finna say one. They not finna even bother with this man. You are going to lose money if you don't play, and we don't have to pay you until next year. Don't
I
even
think
make it.
niggas just don't want to practice when they
So,
pull shit like this.
he probably got, bruh, I don't put
But
nothing
like,
inside
don't
his
even make it a
pocket.
big deal though. Why is you making it a big deal? Do like Micah did. Micah made it known that I want to get paid. All right, y'all can't pay me this year. All right, I'm not supposed to be paid until next year anyway. Cool. We'll wait.
Because
They
wide
gonna have to.
receivers are
They gonna
prima
have to up.
donnas. That's
They gonna
why
have to
you
up the
hardly
dollar
find a wide
anyway.
receiver to do that shit. Wide
Unless he
receivers are
feel like,
divas.
somebody gonna cap out the market and like go down. So like, say Brandon Ayuk take the sixth most instead of trying to fight for top three, and somebody like kind of cap down the market. Unless he feel like he gonna miss out on that, nigga. Next year is your bigger bag anyway.
But
And I
Jamar
get
gonna have
it.
he gonna have to bring his stats to the table though. I don't even think Ayuk should affect what Jamar Chase get because they not even on the same tier of receiver.
This is very true. this
No,
is
I'm
very
just
true.
saying, but like you said, next man up. So it
Yeah,
don't
but
really.
Ayuk kind of different though. Like he I don't
I don't think so.
he getting paid out of order damn near. But he's not getting top tier money regardless though.
Top. What do you
He's not getting what CD Lamb just got. He's not getting that shit.
copy?
If the 49ers give him that, they retarded. Oh, I'm sorry, they slow. So Jamar Chase, he gonna be like his agent should say, what Ayuk just got paid ain't got shit to do with us. Look at my numbers. My numbers are on the level of such and such, such and such, such and such, and
He
that's what
got
we
more
want.
consistent numbers. He did not have better numbers than Brandon Ayuk last year.
Yeah, his quarterback wasn't out there.
I will say that he got more consistent. And well, he got one more year. Let's see if I take
You
that
really
year
gotta
off.
look at his stats when Joe Burrow was out there.
32. What's the if you take off 700? Now he had 3,200 yards. All right, never mind. Because I was taking off one of the years. I was starting from 2021 when they both been in the league. Jamar got 37 since 2021. Brandon Ayuk got 32. 3,200 yards. Jamar Chase got way more receptions, though. Just not as many yards last year. Anyway, uh, man, the Buffalo Bills, I think the defensive losses are more understated than how we overstate the offensive losses. And even though Sean McDermott is a defensive guru, I still feel like players got to make the plays. And if you ain't got the personnel to make them plays, you can't do but so much.
Yeah, and ain't Von Miller still on the team?
Yes.
Bro, they front seven is nasty.
Yes, Von Miller is still on
They
that
D
team.
line is nasty. Like them niggas ain't stunting no fucking them safeties y'all just named. Them boys ain't really been playing consistently for the past couple seasons. Like
I feel
they wasn't them that level of safety play no more. Like you see how long it took them both to just get signed in the free agency. I think one of them is a backup this year.
yeah, they old. They old.
Jordan like 33.
Yeah, they both old. But to me, that was just more so they know the system. You be more effective in systems that you know versus learning a new one. Oh,
I think when you got a quarterback at the level of Josh Allen though, like you in the thick of things regardless. Like I said, they're gonna play a different style of football this year. It's gonna be more ball control, run game, play action. it ain't gonna be the same offense. But I think that's better suited for them in the long haul. Because Josh Allen dropping back 30, 40 times a game is like he's gonna throw 2, 3 picks. He's just going to.
Right.
But them playing the way, and then you can use him in the run game too. So
Yeah.
I just the Chiefs and the Ravens can't be the only contenders out here. Like I think the Bills definitely got a chance to put their hat in the race and say we can go win a Super Bowl this year. It might not be the strongest chance that they had the past couple seasons, but I think they definitely in that race.
Nah, I don't think so, bro. Me personally, I just don't put a lot of stock into the Bills. I think they lost a lot
I
on
have
both
no idea
sides.
what just happened. I
That's all
have
good.
no
We held
idea
it
what
down.
just
We held
happened.
it down. But no, I just don't put. I feel like they lost a lot, JC. I don't think they. I think they're going to be the same team they've been. If they couldn't get over the hump when they were fully loaded like that, I just don't think they're going to
I
do
don't
it.
know. Sometimes a loss, sometimes a beautiful thing might come out of a loss, but
Addition
we'll
by
have to see.
subtraction.
Yeah, addition by subtraction, but we'll see. I don't think they lost that much. I think the
That's
Milano hurts a lot, but the two safeties, I don't think it's all that. And Davius White, he ain't nothing no more.
your two safeties and two wideouts. I don't know.
It's a little tricky.
Gabe ain't gonna do. Who did Gabe go to?
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Yeah, okay, that nigga gonna. I
That
guarantee
nigga,
he
that
probably
nigga
be.
broke in for that bag, nigga.
Gabe, he gonna be about fourth on their team in receptions.
He just want that. He didn't get to buy another Tobias Harris, nigga. I need that bag.
Exactly, that's exactly what he is. A Tobias Harris. But the Texans, like, so how come the Texans and the Lions can be the new darlings of the NFL? They can be contenders, but teams who've been consistently in the playoffs, like the Bills, they can't be.
Because are
Cause
they not just because they just better than them? In my opinion,
I think the
it
Lions.
don't matter how long you've been going if somebody just better than you.
They did it one year though.
The Cowboys go all the time, and we like teams over them.
And
So you buy that much stock in 1 year.
I feel like the Lions got a different type of
I
motor,
feel
though.
like I was about to say I feel like the Lions wasn't just a 1 year thing. I feel like we've been seeing the building
Y'all
for
keep
like
saying that, but
3.
they wasn't winning shit.
It was,
Win it.
but I feel like they got a different type of
They
motor
was
though
getting
now.
better at losing consistently. Yes, they was losing less games, but they weren't winning shit. They just started winning last year.
I get what you're saying about the winning, but I'm saying if you seen them getting better and better, why would I think they gonna get worse? If the teams that's been going there been doing the same shit over and over again and or getting worse, I'm not just gonna say they better than teams that's new just because they new.
Just because you keep getting better every year, don't mean that's gonna be your trajectory every year, though. Like things change in the league now. And like I said, now when you have those expectations, like the Lions aren't catching anybody by surprise anymore. Like everybody knows they're good. Now they have Super Bowl expectations on their shoulders. Let's see how they manage that. Now the Texans, after 1 year,
Yeah,
now they have expectations. So now let's see when teams
If
get up to play you.
Well, let me say,
Cause
if
years
your beef is
before.
with me putting these niggas on the list, this list came from an article. I didn't just make this up.
I think the
Nah, I
Texans
know
are
where you got this
contenders,
list from
man.
because I looked at the same list the other day when I was talking about the Falcons and I was looking at the odds. I mean, yeah, I would put the Texans up there, but I'm just saying they don't deserve any more respect than any other team because they only done it for 1 year. And that's all I'm saying.
I think me personally, the reason why I put them over the Bills is because I feel like in my head or in my personal opinion, I feel like the Texans are doing this and the Bills are doing this at this very moment. You know what I'm saying? Like the Texans are doing this, the Bills are kind of going like this. They're losing, they're gaining. So that's why I put the Texans over the Bills. So
I mean, I see that, but
they just got Joe. They just
you're
got
basing
Joe.
it
They just got
you
and
basing it
they're
off of 3 4 years ahead of us though. Because if you're doing it based off of the last 5 seasons, then nah, I would say the Texans are just now going up last year.
yeah. That's what I'm saying though. You add to a young core who just made the playoffs, who shockingly made the playoffs. Nobody thought they were going to get there, but they made the playoffs with this young core and just added two veterans to their offense. I think they're going to be
None of it on defense.
yeah. So I think they're going to be okay.
I mean, yeah, I would make them a contender, but like I said, with them and the Lions, if we're gonna have give them the same respect as teams who have consistently been in the thick of things in the playoffs, then when I say the Falcons can be in the thick of things, it shouldn't be a outlier type of statement because then the Lions just take that type of
Yeah,
jump.
No. It's not. No. It's definitely not though. It's just you guys have been historically cursed, so it's like
And the Lions have it. Them niggas literally are the only franchise that
that's
not win a
true.
game.
That's true, but I feel like the reason why their tide is turning is like one thing that Judah mentioned like a couple pods ago. I feel like that Lions team will run through a wall for their head coach. Like I feel like they come to play. Like he prepares
Texans
them
as
to
well.
play every season, huh?
Texans as well.
Yeah, Texans as well. And
And
I feel like with the Falcons signing our new head coach,
Raheem Morris.
Raheem,
Raheem. I think y'all ready to run through a wall for him too.
I think it's because we literally ain't seen it yet, JC.
Seen
Like
what
at
yet?
least we haven't seen y'all play together yet, so we haven't seen how good y'all can be. Like if
I
y'all come out
mean,
here
that's
and have
true.
a, if y'all come out here and have a really good year, when we talk about this next year, and if y'all bring everybody back and then make additions, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, they for sure have a chance. Like we just ain't seen it yet. At least that's for me. I ain't seen it yet, and I think I told you that. Like I just ain't seen it yet.
I mean,
I can
Detroit
go
though,
off.
we didn't really see it though. Not like
Drake London
if
to make
somebody
that
would have
leap.
told you last year Detroit going to the NFC Championship game and should have went to the Super Bowl, you would have looked at them like, nah, they might get better, they might make the playoffs wild card, but they're not going to the Super Bowl damn near. So
I
like,
I
you
I
have to
agree with that, but I can't say I had. If somebody was told me that last year, I could say I've seen Jared Goff in the system. I like Dan Campbell. I like Amon-Ra St. Brown. Uh, I like Jameson Williams. I like David Montgomery, and now they got Jahmyr Gibbs. Where it's like I like a lot of y'all people, but you also got a new head coach, and new quarterback, and those are two very like important things. So it's just like
You
let's
said
see it
Hutchinson.
first. That's all
You
it
said
really
Hutchinson.
is for me. Like let's see it first, and
and it's the
then
same thing the Texans did last year. New coach, new
yeah,
quarterback.
right. And then they showed nobody and agreed. I feel like everybody is the same way last year on the Texans, the way they are on the Falcons this year. It's like, oh, it should be cool. It should be good. But let's see it first. And then if you exceed expectations now, like you said, going into the next year, you have actual expectations on your team. And now we see, all right, well, can you really, really put something together with these expectations?
Yeah,
That's the
I
only
mean,
reason I feel like I
I
ain't throwing them in there because
I
I ain't
dig
seen
it.
nothing yet.
I just feel like with the Texans and the Lions, this shit do kind of get overstated a little bit in my opinion, and I guess because I have a team that's
In similar situations,
I don't care what pundits
But
say because I know at the end of the day you got to go out there and show it. I'm just saying don't be surprised if one of those teams have a slump because like I said, once you get those expectations, things start to they start to be different.
100%. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
I feel like Kyle Pitts needs to get more active this year. Drake London needs to make that leap. So, and you got Bijan, but you know what I mean. Like you guys didn't use him really that back half of that year. So I don't know. I don't know. Like Judy just said, I got to see that with y'all.
For the Falcons, it's me. Like, let's see. Kirk Cousins coming off the Achilles. He is a little older. Like, we
And,
just gonna
and
see. That's really what it is. Like, cause to be honest, even on your pod, I told you the weapons y'all got, even offense
man,
and defense, is crazy. So
I
it's
got some
like
defensive weapons too,
it's
man.
literally just put them together. Like, just let's
Yeah.
see it put all together, and then I got more to talk about. I got better. I
I
got
feel
more
you.
reason to
I
feel
feel
better
y'all.
about it.
At the end of the day, that's the same for all 32 teams.
That's,
All off season,
oh
everybody been
no,
talking their
no,
team up.
no,
That's
no.
definitely the case. Yes, it is.
No, it's not because
It is, but
I've seen the Chiefs and I don't need to see anymore. I know what they're capable of. Like that's one team that's excluded. Okay, leave
it's
them
not
out.
guaranteed they're gonna win a Super Bowl this year, though.
No, I'm not saying that, but nigga, after what I seen them start out last year, and so what they accomplished
They
this
probably
year,
the most solidified team. Yes, you probably know what you're getting with them. Everybody else
yeah,
though, it can be anything next year.
yeah,
It can
yeah.
be
Oh,
anything.
and I said, well, Judah kind of right. The Ravens too. I kind of know what to expect. Them in San Francisco, I kind of yeah.
I don't pay the Ravens or San Francisco the same respect I pay the Chiefs because they not winning shit. All that going, getting
I kind
close,
of agree with you.
it's cute, but you keep getting beat up by the same nigga. At some point, you just can't fight.
That nigga,
I don't
nigga,
know,
that's
bro.
the
I feel
same thing I
like
can say about the
we
niggas in the
talking about
'90s, nigga.
contenders. Like we
Oh
talking
no,
about contenders,
yes,
nigga. If you
bro.
got a shot,
Just cause you have a shot, yeah, you might have a 1% shot, yeah, but you're
I
the
think it's
Ravens and
more
40
than I think it's more than that.
I think niggas is just.
in whose instance, the Ravens and 49ers?
I think Pat.
Yeah. I
Milo,
think at any time, I feel
get
like at any time, either one of them can win the Super Bowl.
So can I ask y'all a quick question real quick, off topic? I'm sorry. If Patrick Mahomes wins this year, right? Just say so hey, he so happens to win. Let's just set the stars align and that's it. Do you show these other quarterbacks grace because he won again? Do y'all show are going to give him like a little bit of grace when they retire, or it's just
They already get a little bit of grace from me,
'cause
like Josh Allen. Like
These
Josh
niggas
Allen,
don't get no grace from me
like Josh Allen, that first one, bro. You had
at
13.
all.
You left the field with the lead. It was 13 seconds left, nigga. That's not your fault.
Patty.
Like I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, you kept losing to this nigga. You ain't do your job. No, you did your part.
Okay, even if you
He
give him
just
grace for
he
that
just
year,
did his.
last year they definitely let him off the hook. Like
No, I
that, and
agree, but he's saying
that's
in the
my thing.
totality as a whole.
No, they
I would.
don't. They don't get grace because all of the niggas you name have played him multiple times. It ain't even like they faced him once and they
No,
couldn't
Lamar
get it
faced him
done.
once. Lamar faced him once.
Yeah, but Lamar folds in the playoffs almost. That's a whole nother story. Like his playoff record is not indicative of what type of player he is.
That's true. But he
His
did only face him one time though.
well, he gonna have to run through him this year. Well, let's see if he can do it. I don't say they get no grace because everybody, and then it's like the teams that we be naming, like the Bills, they have a stacked roster when they go against the Chiefs. The Ravens have a nice roster. The 49ers have a nice roster. Like the
So
Bengals.
that's your take? It's only one
That's what I
elite
be
quarter. It's
saying,
only
bro.
one elite team and one elite quarterback in this league because they're winning.
They're winning consistently. They're winning every year.
They
And
won the last.
they're going through the main niggas. It's not even like they have a Celtics finals run where they're going through the lesser teams. They're putting out the powerhouses. They're putting out Lamar. They're putting out Josh Allen. They're putting out the 49ers every time. So
Y'all
yes,
saying
if
for
you
yo,
ask
I was
me,
about to say. I ain't
Patty.
gonna lie. I was about to say one. He don't really beat Burrow. But I will say,
That nigga got to stay healthy, man.
besides last year, which and they run was very impressive last year. Besides last year, all the other times they beat all these people at the crib.
yeah,
I
because they
put
win
I
in the
put
you can't
I feel
discredit them
you.
for
I
getting
put
home
more.
field advantage, Drew.
No,
They
I'm
put
not.
in the
I'm
work
not.
during the regular season.
I'm not discrediting them. It's more. It's to their credit, but it's also to their advantage too. So it's just
But how do
like
you get home field though,
Yeah,
Judah?
they worked the whole year to get that though. So
I get what y'all saying,
You can't do that, Drew,
but I'm
because there's
not
plenty
gonna.
of teams that have home
But
field that don't win the Super
I'm
Bowl every
also
year.
not gonna discredit other quarterbacks because they don't play defense.
I'm not
Like I'm
discrediting it.
just
I'm
gonna say
just
that
saying
either. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh well, you didn't do your job and you're not elite because you lost to him. And it's like, bro, you don't play defense.
when did we
You have
say
no chance
we
of
say
stopping him.
that other quarterbacks aren't elite?
Well, that's what I asked you. I said, is that your
No, if
stance
you
that all
there are
quarterbacks
plenty
that
there are
he's the
plenty
only
of
elite
other
quarterback
elite
and they're the only elite
no.
team
There are
because they
plenty of
win?
other elite quarterbacks in the league, but if you ask me who is the one true powerhouse in the league, it's the Chiefs. It's nobody else because they are the only ones winning consistently. The Ravens and the Niners, yes, they are good teams that I would put a tier below them. The Chiefs are on a tier of their own, in my opinion, and Patrick
yeah,
Mahomes is on a tier of his own, in my opinion.
but that's what I'm saying though. If he wins, no, if this is a big if though, because I gonna lie, people gonna be gunning for him this year. But if if he wins this year, can we just be like, nigga, it's like this Jordan era, nigga,
So
like.
they just gonna give up? They just
No,
have a built-in excuse to lose?
no, of course not. But if a nigga got 4 Super Bowl rings, nigga, and won 3 times in a row, it's kind of like, damn, nigga, like this might be like his Jordan
I ain't
era.
gonna lie.
The factory
If
they
he
got
go
over here
through
different. Like you know what I'm saying?
if he go through Lamar and them again, and he go through like the Texans or the Bills or the Bengals, and he beat the Niners or whoever come out the NFC in the championship, I don't give them that excuse because I'm like, bro, y'all constantly playing this nigga.
Well,
He just that much better than y'all.
but no, nigga,
Man, it's
it
not.
gotta be though.
It's not even just him. You gotta think like he arguably got the best play caller ever on his side. He
I
also
understand that, but I think
arguably has the best tight end ever on his side. Like
I don't think it's
also
arguably anymore.
it might not even be arguable no more. But it's
I feel like the gap that people give them after they win is not the same gap that people talk about in the manner in which they be playing these games. Because I remember very vividly when they was playing the Bills and when they was playing the Ravens and when they was playing the 49ers, it was a 50-50 split. If not, other people thought the other teams was going to beat them. Like the Chiefs.
well, I thought the Ravens was gonna win that game. All the other
I
games
did
I
too.
picked the Chiefs,
I don't
but I
know.
thought the
I
Ravens
had
was
the
gonna win.
Ravens that game too, bro. I want the
I
Ravens.
did too.
And then,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
I'll
Like,
say, JC, but when the Chiefs won, was your response like not like, well, shit, that's Mahomes? Like that's the
Oh,
way.
my
That's
At
what
least,
I'm
response
at
saying.
least
was
Like,
that's the
bro,
way
Lamar.
I
My
thought about
response
it.
was the Ravens wet the bed and they let that shit go. That was my response. The 49ers let that shit go both times
bro,
in Super Bowl.
Well, beside,
I
well,
be
I'm gonna
looking
say,
at
I'm gonna
Pat
say,
like I look at
besides,
stats, bro.
besides play calling, that's what I looked at that Ravens Chiefs game. Besides play calling, it was like, nigga, why y'all start running the ball? Besides that, it was like, uh, yeah, that's just
I
Mahomes.
mean, play
Like
calling
that's
didn't
just.
make Zay Flowers fumble on the red zone though, going into the end zone.
I get what you're saying. I'm saying, I'm talking about like if you keep running that ball, I think that open up a whole new
and
game for you.
and not
Yes, that
trying to
don't stop
force it.
Zay Flowers from running, but now you are
And I keep saying that, not trying to force
forcing.
it.
Yeah, you trying to make Lamar. You trying to me. He was trying to make Lamar have a pissing contest with Pat Mahomes and who's a better
Bro,
quarterback. And
they
that's
kept
not
on,
what makes Lamar special.
bro, they kept throwing the ball to what's the name? To
Mark
fucking
Andrews.
Andrews.
I mean, that's a safety blanket. That's more of a read. It's not like his
The
offensive
nigga,
coordinator
did
is.
y'all not
I'm
understand?
saying it's not like yes, he just came off injury, but I'm saying it's not like his offensive coordinator was like, "Hey, Lamar, pass the ball to Mark Andrews." That was Lamar's decision to keep doing that.
For
That
what?
is,
Like,
nigga, he might have been the only nigga open. They don't have no
like,
receiver, so
bro,
he might have been the only nigga open.
nigga, you understand how mad I was in that? I'm like, bro, stop throwing the ball to this nigga. Like,
I get what you're
I ain't
saying,
gonna
but like,
lie. I feel like if we having these debates right now, we every year we come into it, we always say the Ravens have a Super Bowl roster. Now we putting the Lions and Texans in there. Okay, cool. We put the Niners in there. So if y'all have a Super Bowl roster every year, the Bills to an extent is certain years, you can't really say like that Mahomes and the Chiefs are just there's nobody else to fuck with them. There are other teams that could be beating them, but they're just winning every year. So I don't think it's they get grace for losing. No, y'all niggas just didn't do y'all job. Now, if it was like Mahomes had the only good team and everybody else kind of was playing for like mediocre teams, mediocre rosters, okay, cool. Like they had talent, but them niggas just didn't have enough help. That would be different. But I think it's a lot of teams that could possibly uproot or upseat the Chiefs as Super Bowl like champions. That's just my opinion. But
yeah, I
when
think
we
we
look
just
back on it, we
agree to
probably is
disagree
gonna
on
say
that.
Mahomes is that this was his era.
He was just running shit, like, and
So if
nah,
Lamar
granted,
never win a
yeah.
ring, he get the benefit of the doubt saying he
I
played
don't
in the
think that's
Mahomes era.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but
I
um.
don't think he wins
It's
this
hard
year.
for me to see because I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Lamar leaves his career with a Super Bowl ring.
I think this year is his year, bro. I got the Ravens in the Super Bowl this year, man.
See how niggas say that before the
No, I
season,
don't.
and then
I
when
don't. I got the 3P happening.
when the Chiefs beat
Oh,
them,
bro.
niggas gonna be
All
like,
right,
bruh,
bro.
nobody can fuck with them. But y'all just said that the
Now,
Ravens was going.
no, bro. Okay. I want the Ravens to win. I think the Ravens are going to win this year. Like me personally, I think they're going to win.
But you
So I
gonna
want to
be
see Lamar get it
surprised if
right.
they lost, nigga.
If Pat get it done, nigga, I ain't no fool. I'm about to be like, yo, this nigga the coldest, nigga. Like, I ain't no fool. I'm gonna be like this shit, nigga.
It's like the
That's
Pat.
the
For
era.
me, it's the Pat Mahomes Andy Reid combo. It's like that shit is deadly, bro.
Yeah, I ain't no
I
fool,
ain't
nigga. If
gonna
that
lie.
nigga
That
win,
shit
nigga,
just that shit
he the
just
coldest.
deadly.
I think they definitely got a dynasty, but I think it's just come down to execution, in my opinion.
I,
Because these other teams have enough to win a Super Bowl, and you losing to the same team over and over again, and it's always close. So that
but
just let you know the talent level is about even. It's just
but
y'all
but
getting out executed.
that's the thing though, right? Like you like, all right, you got the personnel to beat the nigga, but it's hard to beat the nigga. Like you can't get mad at beat and be like, oh shit, yeah, I'm mad. You got the personnel to do it. It should be easy. Nah, nigga, it's not that easy, nigga. He beat a team with 13 seconds left, nigga. Like who's doing that?
I
Like
agree. I understand. He's that nigga. I'm just saying
obviously the
I
nigga
don't
different
give
from
them
somebody. You know what I mean?
and if all these other niggas are so called elite, okay, if we this is the last thing I'll say on it. If we giving them the grace that they can't fuck with Mahomes, like it's set in stone because he's that nigga, then I'm pulling all them niggas cards. Burrow,
I,
Allen, Lamar, Hurts, Stroud, all them niggas some hoes.
if
And
he
we
do it, if he do it this year,
all
I
them niggas
totally
hoes.
agree.
I'm
If
pulling
he
all
Burrow,
their cards. Ain't no
if
other
he
Burrow,
elite
went to Super
quarterback
Bowl
in the
this
league.
year, I agree, bro.
Burrow done beat him on
Okay,
the way
Burrow
to the
ain't
Super
won shit
Bowl.
though. He ain't won
He
shit.
ain't won nothing. I don't care
Man,
about him
what?
beating him. He
Bro,
ain't
y'all
won
keep
nothing.
going. Did y'all not hear me when I was talking earlier that only 7 niggas in the whole motherfucking NFL right now, and one of them not even a starter, has won more than half of their
Yeah,
playoff
but you
games?
named Joe
And y'all
Flacco.
keep
He
saying,
old as
and y'all keep
hell.
saying not
We
one
talking
shit.
about right now.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying y'all keep saying not one shit like it's easy to do. This is
It's
the
not, but I'm
NFL. This
just
is not
saying,
the
bro.
NBA where the game is dominated by one player. As good as Patrick Mahomes is, nigga, it takes you a lot still for him to get these dubs, bro.
We
But
understand that. I'm just
ain't
saying. I'm
ain't it
just
like a
saying in the manner of losing to the same nigga. I understand every quarterback in the league not gonna have a ring. That don't mean they ain't did shit. I'm just saying you lose to the same nigga again. If he get this third ring this year, all y'all niggas some hoes.
But what
That's
about
what
the
I'm
niggas that
saying.
didn't play
he
him?
got 4 Super Bowl rings, fool.
But dude, the Bengals gonna be in the playoffs, right?
I'm asking about, what if the niggas that don't play him, I'm saying.
But that
Still.
mean you lost to somebody else. So shit, you ain't even in the conversation.
Yeah, like dog, it don't matter how it go, no matter how he get it. If he get his 4th ring this year, bro, and he 3-peat, bro.
I
ain't
just feel like
nobody else elite. He the
I just
only
feel
elite
like
nigga.
we talking about this like it's basketball.
It's
And
about
No,
to be. He treated it
he's
like
and
making
it
it
ain't.
look
he
like
treated like
basketball.
bro. He treated like his
Not
hoops.
like Travis Kelce had the best 3 games of the whole season when the playoffs started. Like he was looking average, and we was saying he should retire until the playoffs came.
That's what,
Andy Reid is still that nigga when it comes to play
bro.
calling.
If he
But
Like
dude,
wins,
for them to be winning every year in football,
and
like you saying, bro, it's
Steve,
hard.
I feel you. And Steve Spagnuolo, prior to the Chiefs, is a 2-time Super Bowl winning champion. The reason our defenses was getting after Tom Brady like that, he was our defensive coordinator.
bro, I'm
Like
telling you,
you
bro.
have winners all around. I'm just
Yes.
saying we can't
Joe,
talk about it
if
If
they
you
win
or
this Super Bowl this
discredit
year,
other. I'm just saying I'm not going to discredit other individuals
I am.
because they have the Avengers essentially in every main part that they need. They got it. They got the
Judah,
best at the most important parts.
if a nigga keep fighting the same nigga and he keep knocking his ass out, at some point the other nigga he just can't fuck with that nigga.
bro, if that nigga wins,
I get you. That's
this
a
next
fight.
one,
That's
nigga,
1-on-1.
I'm looking at
If
that nigga
if
Stephen
your
Warrior.
gang pull up and my gang pull up and y'all whoop our ass, but I whooped whoever I was fighting ass.
Bro, if you put the Chiefs,
We lost.
if you
I
put
didn't
Pat
lose.
Mahomes
We
on the
lost.
Ravens, if you put Pat Mahomes on the Ravens or any other of these teams that he be beating, bro, it's gonna be the reverse action. They gonna win.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm 100%
I'm not
positive.
sure about that because if you switch Lamar with Pat and you give
You can't do that
you
because
give
Lamar
and
can't.
you just said the same shit.
Well,
You just said if I put
Lamar's not winning the
Pat
game.
on.
Lamar not winning the game in 13 seconds. I love Lamar, but he's not
Well,
winning.
no,
The game in 13
I'm
seconds.
not talking about that. I'm saying
You got to.
that
That nigga's different. No, not glazing nigga
that
or
go
nothing.
back to
That
that
nigga
go
is
back to
different.
that go back to the other niggas don't play defense because the other quarterbacks you're talking about, they don't play. They're not on the
Okay, you
defensive
Bro,
keep
side, so
saying that, but like as if
I'm
Josh
not
Allen
blaming
didn't.
them for that.
He
Is
just
what I'm
played that
The
saying.
nigga
worst
last year
defense.
again, Judah.
The worst defense in the league can stop a team from getting down the field in 13 seconds.
Josh Allen just played Patrick Mahomes again last year with home field. All I
Listen,
kept hearing was the Chiefs. Matter of fact, last year is more of an indication that niggas can't fuck with the Chiefs because they just had, bro, they
Yes,
didn't even
the
have home
Chiefs.
field.
You're right, the Chiefs, and that's why I brought it up earlier. It was every season prior to this one. That's why I said this one was so much more impressive. Every season prior to this one, it's the Arrowhead Invitational.
I
It's time they
mean,
went on a run. But
even still though,
we
bro,
keep saying they, and then we go like, nah, well, the rest of these quarterbacks ain't shit because they can't fuck with Mahomes. But it'd be
they
like,
ain't.
no, it's
all
they
right,
again. We got to go back to they. We got to go back to the Chiefs as a whole.
all
That
right.
is a
In my
machine that's
in my
running over
opinion,
there.
the
Like,
teams are
It's
in
only
my
two
opinion, the
other
teams are
quarterbacks who got
similarly
my
matched
respect.
though. Y'all act like the Chiefs are just blowing niggas out in the playoffs. The games always come down to the last second.
right, and where you have the most important people in the most important positions. My offensive coordinator, my quarterback, my defensive coordinator, nose tackle. I got all pros, and I got a tight end who's a safety blanket for. Tight ends are safety blankets for all quarterbacks.
And all these
So
other
like,
teams that you name and have, if not the same amount of talent that these
Bro,
niggas you just named, they
they don't
do. They
right.
do.
They don't have Andy Reid, and they don't have
Okay, the 49ers
Spagnuolo.
have the second best play caller. Wow. They have the second best tight end. Wow. They have
I
fucking
don't. I
Christian
don't.
McCaffrey.
that's what I'm
I'm
saying,
not
bro.
putting George. I'm not putting George Kittle right there.
Okay,
But
he's
It's
third or
one.
fourth, Judah. Like
It's
you acting
one.
like the
and I
49ers, you
and I
acting like the
get what you.
49ers are deprived for
I'm
talent. They're not at all.
And we
I agree with JC on this
I'm
one.
not.
They're not.
I don't think that they're deprived of talent. And you brought up the 49ers when we was talking about the Ravens the whole
The
time.
Ravens aren't deprived for talent either.
Well,
Okay.
because I was about to say the
Kinda.
receiver position they are, but the Chiefs
Oh
ain't
my
had no
God,
receivers
bro.
either.
One
The Chiefs ain't had
position.
no. The
I was
Chiefs
about to
ain't
say,
had no
I can't give
receivers
them that
either.
excuse because the Chiefs ain't had no receivers either,
And
bro.
Okay,
I
so
get
it's a
and
push
I get
there.
it, and
It's
I
a
think
push
they got
there.
a better play caller at that point.
Okay, well, they have a better play caller and everything else is about even. They don't get an excuse for roster building wise is why they can't beat the Chiefs, bro. They have a Super Bowl roster. If they
I
did it,
didn't.
niggas
I
wouldn't be
didn't.
calling for them to win a
I,
Super Bowl every
I
year.
didn't say they didn't. I'm
So they
just
don't
saying
get they
if
don't
you
get that
got
excuse.
so going back to your fight thing, if you got bigger, stronger niggas in important, say we was having a relay fight, right? And the last spots is the most important. If you got the bigger, stronger, better niggas in them two spots, when it come down to it, you should probably win. Like, even if it's close, even if we win some of these rounds in between, bro, at the end of the day, you have the better things to finish off this fight.
Okay, so if we are already hands on our knees, sad about that they have the better everything, why do we keep picking other teams to fuck with them? If it's already set in stone that they have the better people at better places, then the Chiefs are gonna win this shit this year. The Ravens aren't gonna
Well,
fuck with them. The Lions aren't. Nobody's gonna
well,
fuck with them.
we do that because, well, I think part of us wants to, not part of us, like part of our internal selves want to like see them lose.
I
Yeah,
don't.
they do.
I'm not that type of nigga. I don't want to see
Part of us
niggas
have,
lose.
and we also have other favorites. Like, I like Lamar. I think I like Lamar more than Pat, not as a player, but like personally. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, cool. I want to see this nigga win the Super Bowl. Yeah, I want him to beat Pat. Like, it's not.
But
That
you
is
don't. So
a
you don't think no other team in the league can realistically win the Super Bowl?
No, I'm tripping. Hell yeah, other teams can win the Super Bowl.
Okay, so if we
yeah. They
think
gotta have
that, then why when they lose do we keep saying the Chiefs? Oh, they just overpowered. They got this.
Because like nigga. Okay, look.
because if you
Okay,
win in
let me
between,
see.
like you win in an in
These are the
between
best.
championship every now and then.
These are the best of the best football players in the world, nigga.
Correct.
And I know I keep putting emphasis on this, nigga. These are the best of the best. Now, if all these games are close and it's one X factor that keep coming out on top, nigga. You know, I'm not saying he don't have other competition. This nigga's just different. If he wins again, nigga.
Thank you, LA. That's my point I'm trying to make.
Yeah,
Stop
if
I
he
just
bringing
want
up.
wins
y'all.
Stop
again,
I
bringing
just
up
want y'all to
Andy
give.
Reid, fat ass. He is an
I was
X
about to
factor,
say
yes,
yes.
but
I
Pat
just want y'all
Mahomes
to
is the
stop
main.
bringing up. I
I'm
just want
about to
y'all to
say
stop acting
if
like
I'm
it's
not,
1-11.
It
I just
is.
because we
It
talking like
is.
it's
I'm not
not
saying
though.
that,
It's not.
It is.
Judah.
It
I'm
That's
is.
what
not
I'm.
saying, Judah. Look, listen. Please hear me get out. I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying this is basketball or nothing. But this nigga is treating it like he's fucking Stephen Curry, nigga. It just in a football form. If he wins again, nigga, in the fashion that he's doing it in, bro, he's the this is his era. He's the coldest, nigga.
It's already his error.
I didn't want to say it, but it is, nigga. So if he wins
Ain't
That's
again,
not.
nobody
That's
else
not a
winning
secret.
shit.
he's the coldest, nigga. It's
It's not
him.
even like niggas are winning
I,
in between when he win. He's winning in every fucking year.
yeah,
Like
I
we
seen,
know he's going. At
bro.
minimum, he's going.
Like I said, if it's the best of the best football players in the world, and we seen this nigga name me one other quarterback. I love Lamar. Name me one other quarterback who's winning the game in 13 seconds like how he's doing it, nigga.
I mean, you can't name it because you ain't seen it, but I could definitely throw you out some names that I think could do it.
In 13?
And that's my whole point of this
Yeah.
argument. My thing is like how LA
Cool.
saying
I think that.
he's the one factor that's pushing his team over the hump. And we keep saying there's other niggas that's elite like him in the league, but yet they're not pushing their shit over the hump when it's time to go against that man.
With the Kadarius, with the Tyreek, it don't matter who you give him. Juju, I'm signing Juju back. Kadarius, you out of here. Juju, come on. Another rookie, come on. It's like they're interchanging. I understand this other factors go into it. You got Andy Reid, obviously, probably arguably one of the best play callers of all time. You got him in your squad. We get it. He's also that person. But the person who's executing this, some shit you can't draw up. It's just
Niggas doing behind the back
yeah.
passes, Joe.
It's some things you
I
just can't draw up, bro.
I agree with what y'all saying, but I just think football is the ultimate team game.
It is.
So regardless of what he does, there are factors that make him him. So I would just like to not be like, hey, the rest of y'all niggas suck because he be beating y'all, but it's really they be beating y'all.
If I
Not
had to put
even
one
being
quarterback
all
on every
about
other team,
my
if I had to
personal
put,
opinion.
if I had to say I'm gonna put one quarterback on every other team and he's still gonna be him, I would say Pat Mahomes is the number one nigga. If you put all these
I
other
would say
niggas in
Lamar
different
Jackson is
systems,
going to be him regardless of what happens.
no, because
and I
Lamar
agree.
cannot drop back 40 times a game and beat you. We just saw it last year.
You
I
said
don't
still
think-
be. You said still be him. Dropping back 40 times a game is not him. That's the problem you got into in the playoffs.
But
It's not him.
he's on. But okay, because that's his system. Mahomes can
But
go
that,
play anybody's system and still be him. There's no external factors
I don't think
really.
so. Hell
Bro,
no.
You crazy.
think
You're
about
crazy.
how many times we said he wasn't gonna be him. Tyreek Hill left. He ain't gonna
You're
win
not
no
running
more.
fucking. You're not running.
Tyreek Hill left. You're not gonna win no more. He wins again. Okay, this year the defense is ass. He wins without a good defense. Not this year, but the year the last not
The
the last
first year they won a
year
Super Bowl,
before
their
that.
defense was mediocre. Niggas was saying their defense was ass.
There
Listen,
you go.
then you go. Oh, the receivers they can't catch the ball. They're playing terrible. Nigga wins again. It's like nigga, what else? Like
He's the constant.
so if he wins, like I said, like I said, this is a huge if for me because I don't think they are gonna win. If he does, I gotta be looking at like other niggas like God damn, like
All right, at some point you gotta fucking figure it out.
he the coldest though. I'm gonna just be like he the coldest nigga. It's just
I agree with that, and I'm not saying if we going individual for individual that he not the best. Don't get me confused there. I'm just saying it's 11 niggas on that field.
I just feel like for the
He just
11,
so happens he's just one of them.
but
the 11
but
So no
niggas that
matter
other
how
teams
many,
put out there, it's close enough.
you can't draw up a 13-second.
bro.
You can't draw that up, bro.
LA, just hear me out. If I throw a football, right,
Hmm.
and I throw it in the center of your chest, right, I did my part. But if you drop it, neither one of us gets any stats. Nothing happens.
That's what was happening in the beginning of the year.
I get what you're saying. And then at the end of the year, they start catching passes. I get what you're saying, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. There are other people involved in making this shit happen. So for me to say I'm going to discredit one guy off the whole team from other teams and give one guy credit on their team is crazy to me.
Nobody,
Okay.
I don't think nobody's giving Pat Mahomes
I'm not
credit.
discrediting one person on a whole team while another whole team is winning. Like, even though he might be the star player on the team, and I get what y'all saying. He is a constant. But there are other constants on that team.
What's the most important position on that football field?
Quarterback.
Okay. Now, if you have an elite quarterback, right? Everybody's saying that. Now, like I said, I'm about to discredit Lamar, even though I love Lamar. He's one of my personally, I love Lamar. If you saying that he's not having receivers, like I always my favorite point for him, he doesn't have any Pro Bowl receivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I see Pat interchange receivers like crazy every year,
Mm-hmm.
and he's still getting it done.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say it's a team thing, which I get it. Trust me, I get it. But nigga, he's doing it with McCole Hardman. He left. McCole Hardman, he left, came back. Juju, 1 year, got it done with Tyreek. Getting it done with Kadarius Toney. It's like nigga, how am I? It's like he's looking like Tom. When Tom will fucking bring out Wes Welker. We didn't know who the fuck Wes Welker was, nigga. I certainly didn't when I was a kid. I didn't know who Edelman was. I mean, come out of college. I know who these cats was. Like these are unknown people that he's making great or making look good. So I understand you need to catch the ball, but you've been doing it since you've been 9 years old. Catch the ball, brother. This is what you got you here for. I'm gonna put it there. Just catch it.
It sounds good, but I watched, and this is a particular receiver, like same receiver. Hollywood is now a Chief. I've watched Hollywood drop 3 touchdowns in the same game with Lamar Jackson, and they was in his hand. They was, hey, put it on your face mask. Hey, you dropped it.
And that's true. And if that nigga takes Hollywood Brown to the Super Bowl and wins the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be like Judah. Let's revisit this. Okay.
But I'm saying because that doesn't. All right. So this is where it kind of don't make sense to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you like just catch the ball. You've been doing it since you was 9 years old. Just catch the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar don't make you catch the ball. Patrick Mahomes doesn't make you catch the ball. So if you got over that hump, got over that humps of your dropping the ball, that might have been a organization thing where it's like, oh, we want him out of here because he dropping the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like that might even put a chip on your shoulder. Like, oh yeah, I'm finna work super, super hard now, and I'm not finna drop the ball. Like it's so many different things. Like I can't blame Lamar for if Hollywood go to the Super Bowl. I can't say, oh, you had this same nigga and you couldn't take him to the Super Bowl. Yeah, when I had this nigga, he couldn't catch.
Yeah, this
Like,
all
but
I
if I
think
see
about
this
it is
nigga-
though, bro. Because at the end of the day, yes, it is other factors, but at the same time, like LA said, bro, the most important position is that quarterback position, and all these teams that we keep naming, they other 10 niggas on the field on offense and defense are similar to the Chiefs.
nigga,
So if
if you
that
get
one factor is pushing them over the fucking hump, then obviously he's head and shoulders and I above these niggas, and I can't keep. No, I'm not gonna discredit them, but at the same time, you're not on that level.
to
So
me,
if,
that's all it is. And I'm not trying to have that conversation whether or not they on the same level. I'm just saying I'm not discrediting an individual for a team thing.
see, we keep going back to the team when they lose, bro. Push your
What?
team over the hump, bro. Be
It's a
that if
team.
Lamar, you the
Bro, it's a
MVP.
team when they win, bro.
Lamar, you the MVP, bro.
He won
You the
MVP because he
MVP.
also has teammates.
No, you the MVP because you're that nigga. You
I
ain't
seen-
Nigga,
MVP.
you can't
I
throw
seen-
for
I seen
4,000 and
Lamar
can't
throw
nobody
the ball.
catch.
I seen Lamar
Okay,
throw
so
the
when
ball.
they get to the playoffs, stop.
You can't
stop
throw
saying
for you can't throw for 4,000 and anybody catch.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
when
saying.
he get to the playoffs and he lose, stop saying he never have no receivers. Obviously, he throwing the ball to somebody.
Bro,
Nigga,
I seen
I
Lamar
didn't say
throw.
that. I said they lost because of
somebody
play
helmet
calling.
and catch it.
Man,
Boy.
they losing because Pat
To
Mahomes,
me,
that nigga.
you lost that game because of play calling.
And like LA said, if he win this shit this year, bro, he need
I
to
mean,
be
that's
the
y'all.
only elite.
That's y'all opinion, and I got mine. I mean, I
No.
think
If
being
he
being
wins
elite
this year,
gets
no.
you. I think that's where I think that's the best way I can kind of put it. Being an elite quarterback opens your window. You have a Super Bowl window if you have an elite quarterback, regardless of what else is around you. In my opinion.
Yeah, until you go against the Chiefs and that shit closed like a motherfucking nigga closing
It's
windows by
like,
itself.
yeah,
Yeah, bro, we can't keep saying all these niggas
Uh,
are elite,
bro,
and every time
I
they play
don't
the
say
same nigga, they
but so
keep
many.
losing.
I don't say but so many is elite niggas. Damn near a handful.
in-
So I say it's
he's
damn
in
near a
my
handful of
division,
niggas that
nigga.
get into that have a Super Bowl window open just because of quarterback, and now winning playoff games and winning the Super Bowl now becomes team as a whole, from coaches to kickers, nigga. In my opinion,
Judah, listen to me. I'm gonna leave it after this. Listen, he's in my division. This nigga is a nightmare, nigga.
everybody's a nightmare for y'all.
Him specifically is see this nigga have so much success every year.
Bro, y'all
I would
celebrate
love
when
to-
y'all beat him.
I
Y'all
would
been
love
celebrating.
to-
Y'all been celebrating for 10 months that y'all beat him once this year.
Exactly. So think about that, nigga.
Bro, I'm not gonna think about a poverty franchise being excited about being Patrick
But
Mahomes.
he's doing this to the Bills, he's doing it to the
Nigga,
Ravens, he's doing it to the
think about
49ers.
They
he's
don't
doing
be
it to
excited
everybody.
when they beat. They don't be on that when they beat them though.
They don't beat
Bro.
him. They don't beat the
He
nigga.
don't understand. He's
just
not
saying.
understanding, bro.
What's their
He not
playoff
understanding.
record?
I was about to
He's
say
not
we talk
understanding.
playoffs because you talking about the Raiders.
Bro, he's
Him
dominating
being
over
him beating the shit out of y'all every year is like that
he's
is
dominating
expected.
everybody.
The
Them
Cowboys
niggas
beat the shit out of us
15-3
every
in the
year. It's
He's
playoffs,
dominating
bro.
everybody
I saw
he comes
it.
in
I know he
contact
is.
with. He's
That
dominating.
is ridiculous.
He's dominating all of them. Simple.
Hey, didn't he like win like 24 straight games against niggas in y'all division or some shit like that?
But
Like
yes,
at home.
I'm trying to tell you, it's not just us.
It's
The
ridiculous.
Broncos, the Chargers, he's all nightmare to us. What do you mean? He's killing us. I understand we all terrible, but he's
Okay. So he's doing what he's supposed to do. They are doing what they're
he's
supposed
doing
to
it
do.
to us. He's
They are doing what they're supposed
He
to
doing
do.
that shit to everybody, Judah.
everybody, whoever
He
he
doing
comes
that
in
shit to
contact
everybody.
with. But
No. You said those games was close. They be obliterating them niggas.
bro,
This is
no.
You brought this on yourself because to me this is not a real conversation.
You see the Broncos, you see the Chargers, he's licking his chops.
Absolutely, because y'all food. Exactly, I agree.
But still, though,
you can't compare food
he's
to the
still
Ravens.
dominating,
We're not
though.
comparing.
Look though, if
food to the
you put
Ravens.
this is the last
to-
thing I'm gonna say
he's
on
a
it.
nightmare to the Bills.
If you put
He's a
Pat
nightmare to the
Mahomes on the 49ers when they play the Chiefs, bro, the Niners are gonna kill the Chiefs.
Bro, what? Bro, you give
I'm putting Purdy over there. I'm gonna
at quarterback. We
If
switching.
Mahomes switch with all the teams that he keep beating, bro, they're gonna beat the other team, bro.
Oh God,
I don't know. That San Francisco one I'm giving you. No, that's San Francisco one I'm giving you. I don't know if I switch him with Lamar Jackson.
Josh Allen is not going down the field in 13 seconds.
That Andy Reid. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Andy Reid and Lamar Jackson, bro. Y'all tripping. Y'all are tripping.
No, Judah is taking
Y'all are
bro.
tripping. He just said if he switched quarterbacks on every team that he done beat, he beat Lamar. If we switch quarterbacks on that team, I'm not just gonna say that Andy Reid is not gonna figure out a way to. I mean, y'all got game fucked up.
Put Pat and switch Pat and Josh. They're going to the Super Bowl. They're winning the Super Bowl. You have Gabe and Stephon Diggs going to the Super Bowl. You switch Lamar and him, I got Pat. You switch Lamar and Brock Purdy, I got Pat. I'm not Lamar. I'm talking to Pat and Brock Purdy. I got Pat.
That's the only one you didn't switch That's the only one you switched so far that I'm just gung ho sure that's gonna happen.
I'm sure. Bro.
All these other ones, I'm positive. Not absolutely positive that they're happening.
I'm positive, Judah. I disagree. I wholeheartedly
disagree. I feel it, and that's cool. But we've never seen Patrick Mahomes without Andy Reid or Travis Kelce. Like it's just we talk about constants, but there are other constants that work. And I'm not discrediting him, but I'm just gonna say if y'all gonna point out all the things that these other people have, I'm gonna point out the things that Patrick Mahomes have that worked in his favor.
Bro, listen, 1 year their defense was ranked like they were at the bottom of the totem pole. 1 year they didn't have receivers. In 1 year, they lose Tyreek Hill. It's like,
this
bro,
nigga Lamar Jackson have an elite defense every year, elite O-line every year, elite run game every year.
Nigga.
And he still can't fuck with these niggas.
What? He's only played him once. So why we keep saying
but
that?
He's not. And the one time, Judah, you don't have to directly beat Pat Mahomes to win a Super Bowl. You understand?
And then the one time that they played each other, it was damn near even.
Judah, you don't have to beat Patrick Mahomes directly to win a Super Bowl. You understand you can go around a nigga, right?
Cool.
Nobody else is going around him, through him, anything. They're not doing it. The Bengals are the only team that I've seen go to the championship from the AFC. Recently.
And they was up that whole first half. If they don't try to go for it going into the halftime, I think they win that game. Me personally.
Burrow's the only nigga I've seen take this nigga out. But even still, I'm not saying you got to directly beat Mahomes to be that nigga. I just want to see somebody else go to the Super Bowl and win the shit. Nobody else is doing it.
I think Stafford got there, which was deserved.
The Rams when they played the Bengals.
Tom
with the Tampa Bay, and they beat the Chiefs. Even the Chiefs was there then.
And you just see the performance he put on with he says a team performance, right? Which is true, team performance. He still put on a lead performance when his team was doing awful. That nigga cold.
Lamar, bro, it's time for somebody else to they don't get the grace. That's my whole analysis. They don't get the grace, bro. Lamar done been to the playoffs enough times. Fuck Pat Mahomes. This nigga was going to the playoffs for a minute now. It's time to somebody else to win. Step up to the big bully.
And I got Lamar.
Patrick Mahomes. Okay, well Lamar need to win this shit because if Pat win this shit this year, I don't want to hear that Lamar, that Joe Burrow, that all that other shit. No, it's Pat Mahomes and everybody else.
Shit, it should be like that now. Shit, nigga got 3.
It really is. It is. But this the last year. If he
I did not disagree with y'all here.
Shit.
I disagree.
But you making it a team. You making it a team factor.
You making it a team
factor.
Yes, because it is winning a Super Bowl is a team factor. No matter how y'all try to put it.
It is, Judah. But all these other niggas we name it have damn near elite teams in some factor, Judah. Don't act like they have mediocre teams. These niggas have great rosters. They're just not winning because they're not pushing their team over the hump like Pat Mahomes is.
All right. We just agree to disagree on that. My personal opinion, we just agree to disagree. And that just is what it is. Where did we stop? I think we stopped on the Texans. We go ahead and run through these real quick.
Get shit out of here. Come on now.
Yeah.
I would have to be delusional to make myself think they could contend. I haven't seen it.
Agreed. I haven't really say about them like that, bro. I feel the same exact way.
The Detroit Lions.
Contenders, bro.
Contender.
I would agree with that too. The Los Angeles Rams, it's a little tricky.
Fuck out of here. These niggas not contenders. No. I like Pooks and I like Cool.
They could very much win that division.
I was just about to say they could very much win that division.
It's not really speaking much. Bro.
Once you win the division, you win
49ers in that division. And the Seahawks, the division not trash.
At all. Is whatever. 49ers is going to win that division, but Seahawks are kind of whatever too to me.
I'm gonna say just for the simple fact they play in the NFC, I wouldn't be surprised if they was an NFC Championship game. So I would say the Rams are they one of them 5% contenders. Whenever you got Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay, you always got a chance.
They got a puncher's chance.
They got a fool ass offense. They offense is a fool.
Who they got on
Cup can stay
defense?
healthy.
The defense
Aaron Donald
sucks.
just retired.
They
Who else
got
they
they
got?
got a few niggas last year that some rookies that got like 8 and 9 sacks. Um, I
Hmm.
don't know who they got on the back end like that.
Hmm. I haven't heard much about him, so I'm gonna say nah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know either.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna say no.
Oh, they got Tre'Davious White now, and they got John Johnson the third at safety, Cameron Curl the other safety. They got Darius Williams back at cornerback. They got Jared Verse in the draft this year.
And they got Brandon Fisk.
Yeah, they
Braden
got they
Fisk.
they front they line is decent. They got some nice niggas in the draft
I'm
last year
not
and this
counting
year.
Tre'Davious White because you ain't let me count it with the Bills.
Nah, I'm just naming them. That
Oh,
nigga is
okay.
ass now.
Yeah,
Just
I'm not convinced with Davis. Definitely not.
fact checking real quick.
I fuck with Davis
Uh,
though. LSU great.
I'll have to see how it go, but I'll say just for the simple fact they play in the NFC, I'll put them in the NFC Championship game contender that bucket. But I don't know about Super Bowl. But I agree they definitely can win that division.
They could definitely win that division. I think the NFC got better though, so I'm gonna say pretender just based off that.
I can see
That's it.
two out that division in the playoffs though.
Yeah,
49ers in them.
possible.
Yeah, Seattle might be decent too,
No,
I
but
don't
they
see.
kind of like
I
I
don't
don't
think three
trust no
teams make
nigga
it
who
out of there.
employs. Now I don't say three, but it could be a different two though. It might not be the Rams. It might be the Seahawks and 49ers. I just don't trust no team that employs Geno Smith at quarterback.
Hmm, that's an interesting take. I kind of like Gino though. I just
I
don't
think
trust
he had
him
a resurgence, but he kind of just trickling back to his.
always.
It's normal. He gonna live off that until it's time to retire.
Yeah, I don't. If it was 2 minute drill and I'm like Gino got the ball, like
He better. I remember like that whole little black quarterback backup black back quarterback. Like it was like a lot of their asses. Like Brissett, him, like goddamn Tyrod Taylor. I always thought he was the better out of all the goddamn niggas.
Yeah.
Gino been doing his
He's
thing. He got some good weapons, but I don't know. Like he don't scream elite to me, and never will.
Yeah.
and they no longer got Pete Carroll.
Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna work too.
No, I like
Mike
Mike McDaniel for them
Mike
though. He
McDaniel.
kind
I
of
like
fit
Mike
that. He
McDaniel. He
fit that
fit. Yeah,
mold.
he fit it. But that don't mean they like Mike McDaniel. So we'll see.
Okay.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. All of ours might have been during that little Chief segment that wasn't a segment because every time JC on here, we always get into something we not fucking supposed to. Um, yeah. Your Wild Wednesdays. So for people that don't know, I know there's some people in here now. Wild stands for Wild Out Wednesday, man. What kind of crazy predictions, thought processes you going through right now for this football season?
I slick got one that I can think of off top. I'm gonna say, ooh, this might be a big of a jump. I'm
You're
gonna say
supposed
the
to.
Saints finished last in the NFC South. I'm gonna say the Panthers finished third.
Saints finished last. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
I just, if you look at their schedule, and I don't like
I got
Derek
one.
Carr. I don't like Derek Carr at all. I think Spencer Rattler gonna end up starting this year if Derek Carr
me too.
keep fucking around.
Come on now, nigga. I
Me
think
too.
so too. I 100% agree. Derek Carr. Yeah. No. No. I would agree with you though. With that Derek Carr situation. But I don't think. I don't know. The same. I don't know. Panthers is just, last time I seen them, they were just so bad.
I know, but it's hard to be that bad again,
Yeah.
especially with improvements to the roster, new coach.
Yeah.
It ain't like the strongest. I wouldn't put no money on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints finish last on like some 5-11 type shit, and the Panthers win like
Yeah. I
six
wouldn't
and
be
five.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Tampa finished last year with them three. I feel like y'all can win the division, but with them three teams, shit, nigga, they really all goddamn even to me. Shit, it really ass.
LA, what you got?
The Bears will win their division over Green Bay, over
Damn,
Minnesota, and over Detroit.
that
I
boy
have
pulled a goddamn.
Bears
Man, he
winning
pulled
their
one out the
division.
tuck, didn't he?
Yep,
Damn.
I have the Bears winning their division this year.
How many wins you think it's gonna take?
Maybe like
At least 10 minimum.
I was about to say. I was about to say that, but yeah. Let me see. Before I say that, I'm gonna stick with it. I got the Bears winning the division, so yeah. So maybe like 10, 11 games.
I think that can be a division that put 3 in the playoffs as well.
I got the
Matter
Bears
of
winning
fact,
that division.
I think for a fact that's gonna be a division that put 3 in the playoffs. Because I can see the Bears, Packers, and Lions all making it.
I got the Bears winning that too, bro. I'm sticking with it the whole year too.
Do I really want to say this?
But if
Because I could be oh so wrong.
What?
I mean, oh so wrong.
He finna say some wild shit.
I am finna say some wild shit. It's I mean, depending on how you feel about it.
It's supposed to be wild though.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even say that. So I'm gonna change it.
Say it.
The Jets finished third in the division. I wanted to say last, then I realized
that ain't that wild.
I wanted to say last, then I realized the Patriots.
Oh
was
hell
there.
no! Yeah, that would have been.
Then I realized the Patriots was there.
Yeah.
I really, really wanted to say last. That's why I was holding on to it so long.
It's the
So
Jets, Patriots, Dolphins.
Give me another one. I want to redo because I forgot about the Patriots being so bad.
Patriots suck.
Yeah, they're awful. I need a redo. Now I got to think.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was going through my shit, I slick put the I had put the Raiders second in the AFC West.
Yeah, well,
I put them above the Chargers and above the Broncos.
We is though.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I won't say that's too outlandish when you think about the other teams in these divisions.
And I was struggling with the West, NFC West, because I really wanted to put the Cardinals over somebody because I think the Cardinals are gonna kind of like be slept on a little bit. They're gonna be ass. But if Kyler and Harrison Jr. can stay healthy the whole year, I think that's a good little combo.
I about to say that Kyler and Harrison combination gonna be tough. I like that.
The AFC South can be. Man, I think that's the only division in football where you could realistically say like, besides probably the AFC North, where you could say all 4 teams could win the division. Because if Anthony Richardson played how they want him to play, they could win it. The Titans look good.
Yeah. I'm not a believer in him. He got to show me something.
I think he's straight, but I don't think like because who they got? They got Pittman. Who else they got?
They got Josh Downs, Donnie
Mitchell,
JT. They got JT back there.
They got a good line. They got a good defense. I mean, shit, they got all the pieces. They just need the quarterback to be right.
I mess with Zaire. Zaire tough.
They just need the quarterback to be right. The Titans. I can see the Titans like shit. Will Levis do what he need to do.
That's my sleeper team this year, bro. It's them niggas. Everybody sleep on them, bro.
They just got Ernest Jones from the Rams.
I got it.
I got Tony Pollard, nigga, DeAndre Hopkins, and a nigga Calvin Ridley.
Some niggas is old. Anyway, I got it. I figured it out. All right.
Please don't say nothing about the Giants.
Hell no. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Make the playoffs and win a game.
That ain't that outlandish.
Yes, it is. They're in the AFC.
What do you say?
And then
they make the playoffs every year, though.
What do you say?
He said the Steelers made the playoffs and win a game.
They don't have losing records. They don't always make it. They just don't always have losing records.
That is crazy though.
I think they don't have losing. Considering their situation,
I thought you would have said
it's a crazier statement.
They made the playoffs. They made the playoffs 3 out of the last 4 years. Like that ain't that crazy.
JC said they don't make it.
So I agree with JC.
They don't win. I don't know. I think that's a little crazy.
Wait, they don't win what? Like a winning season?
Yeah,
I don't think they have a winning season this year. Have y'all seen their schedule? Please pull their schedule up right now. Pull their schedule up right now.
But I think.
Hold on, I'm about to pull it up right now.
And don't even look at the first half. Skip to the bottom after the bye week when they play everybody in their division towards the end of the season.
I think they have. Like, should they play the Falcons first game? In my opinion. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up. They got the Broncos next. They got the Chargers after that.
Just take a peek at their schedule after November 17th. Niggas
After
play the
November
Ravens,
17th.
Browns, Bengals, Browns, Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs, Bengals. They could very much lose all of those. Not even stating when they play the Jets, Colts,
I think
Giants,
they split. I think they split with the Browns.
and they play the Cowboys again.
I think they lose to the Eagles. I think they split with the Browns. They lose to the Ravens twice. They lose to the Bengals twice. Shit, they gotta play all them. They gotta.
All of them back to back though. Like they all at the end of the. Like, I don't know
Who
who
made
the
this
fuck.
schedule like this?
Oh God, like this is terrible. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't see it, bro.
Bro, I would be hot. Nigga, who made this schedule like this, bro? Nigga, what? Bro, nigga, my whole back half is awful.
And this is when teams are theoretically supposed to be playing their best.
Exactly, bro. And you got me playing all my
And then
division
they threw the
rivals
Chiefs
twice.
in there. They threw the Chiefs in there just for the fuck of it. And they threw the Eagles in there.
Now, if I say you do the Chiefs and Eagles in there, I don't even got like an easy week. Nah. Oh yeah, I'm hot. They not making the playoffs this shit. Hell nah.
Bro, they not having a winning record, bro. I'm telling you, like
my statement feel a little better. My statement feel a little better.
yeah, it does feel crazy.
It's wild enough.
They're gonna win a game.
It's crazy enough, and they're gonna win a game.
Nah, hell.
They don't shock the world mission.
Your take was definitely on brand.
Bro, where can you count? Where can you count 9 wins on their schedule?
We ain't doing all that, JC. I ain't doing all that.
Bro,
I ain't doing all that. You said make my prediction. I made my prediction. Okay.
So they win in the division. Or they gonna be a wild card.
Oh no, we wild carding it.
Let's have a real combo though, please.
We wild carding upset
Let's
city.
have a real combo. Wait, nigga, these niggas they losing at least that to that. They could lose potentially 3 before they even get to that, right? They could lose that Cowboys game. They could lose that.
Where you starting? What week you starting at?
They losing week 1.
Start from the top. Start from week 1.
They losing to the Falcons week 1.
I got the Falcons. Oh, that's one L.
No, I'm gonna count dubs. I ain't gonna count L's.
Count the dubs. Count the dubs.
I think it's easier. Yeah, it's easier to count dubs.
Count the dubs.
I don't see no easy dubs for them though.
That's not.
I think they beat Denver.
Okay, possibly. Yeah.
I don't know what the Chargers looking like, and they at the crib.
Give them the Chargers.
Beat the Chargers at the crib.
That's two.
The Colts.
No.
I want to say no.
I don't think they beat the Colts.
I do want to say no, but
give it to him for the fuck
up. Anthony Richardson might not make it till week 4.
All right, that's 3. Let's give it to him
for the fuck up.
Any 50-50, give it to him.
Copy. So they lost that one. We're not counting that one. Vegas. Unfortunately, I'm giving it to them.
Ain't fucking with us, but go ahead.
Oh, y'all in Vegas. That make it a little more rough.
It's gonna be a dog fight before.
They're not beating both the Raiders on the road and the Colts on the road. I don't think so. You got to give them a loss for one of them. But even if you want to be nice and give them a dub, that's still only 4.
4 wins. Just give it to them because that
last
half is nasty.
Lose to the Jets. Shit, if they lost to y'all, I say. If they beat y'all, I say they beat us.
That's 5, and then they probably beat Washington. That's 6.
That's 6. These division games, they're gonna win some of these.
I say they split with the Browns. That is it, nigga. If the Bengals,
that's 7 wins right there.
You think they sweeping? You think the Ravens are sweeping them? The Ravens never sweep the Steelers. The Ravens don't be sweeping the Steelers.
I think they do though this year. I think the Ravens this
like
year
even that playoff game, like hell, I don't know, bro.
That's
I'm giving them one of them. I ain't gonna lie.
These niggas might have the worst.
Where we at 5?
I didn't even know that shit was this bad, JC.
I ain't gonna lie, they gonna have to fight to get the 9 this year. Like they're gonna have to scrape and claw just to get to 9 wins.
That's why I say they wild card.
I don't see them getting it though.
If they split everywhere, that's 3 more that put us at 8.
Because what if Russ come out here looking like shit?
Bro, Judah, I don't see them splitting.
You gotta trust and just. And fuck Russ.
I don't know, bro. I didn't split with the Browns, bro, but I don't really think they split with the Ravens or the Bengals, bro.
Hey, man.
Do you think so? You think they split with them too?
I just know that division.
Yeah, it's a dog fight.
Division be on that. Yeah, that division be on that.
Fight, I know.
But this the end of the year, though, Drew. This the end of the year. Niggas trying to play their best at the end of the year.
Yeah, and if they got 5 wins by the time they get to 5, 6 wins by the time they
Nigga,
get to
Justin
week
Fields
10.
gonna be starting by the time
I'm
we
saying
even
by the
get.
time they get to week 10, if they got 5, 6 wins, that mean they still kind of playing for something. So they also going to try to play their best.
I
It's
can
not
tell
just
you
going to
this:
be
before they get to the Cowboys, no, before they get to the Jets or the Giants, right? If they lose to the Falcons, Chargers, Broncos, Colts, or us, if they lose to all of us, it's true, my nigga. They
well,
done.
yeah, nigga, they like 0-5 going into that if they
No,
lose
I
all
think
them
even if they
games.
lose
Like,
to any of them, they need to beat all the first. They first half of their
Yeah,
schedule.
they
They
need
need to
to
be
beat.
like 4
you
games
saying they
plus.
just need to win they
Yeah,
Yeah, they
beat.
need to. They need to sweep through their first half of their
by the
season.
time they
'Cause
get to Dallas, they need to have
Yeah, like they need
3,
to
4
have.
wins.
Yeah, nigga. If not, this shit wraps.
I feel it. Hey man, that's what the Wild Wednesdays is for.
Yeah, but that was a good take. Definitely on brand. Because JC just put me on to something to that whole back half of their schedule. I didn't even know.
yeah, when the schedule first dropped, and I first looked at that, I said, "Who the fuck made their schedule like this? Like this is not good at all. Like don't put my
If I was
division
my
games
top
back to
nigga,
back
I
like
would have
this.
been pissed.
Hey,
It might work in their favor.
it might just work out.
They might
You
fucking
never know
go on
with
a
football,
run.
bro.
You know, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Before we get out of here, this was also a lot longer than it was supposed to be because again, JC be making us do things that's off topic. Okay, so
So good.
so
Glad we had the combos, man.
yeah, man. I'm just glad you made it through all of this. You're sick ass.
Good, man. Hopefully I get better by the next pod, bro.
Yeah, man. Hopefully by next Wednesday, because we here every Wednesday, people. I'm gonna say it again. Hopefully you feel all right, man.
Pray,
Hopefully
man.
you
Pray.
feel all
Y'all
right.
send our prayers for me, man. Prayers for me, man.
I'm gonna put this on the screen real quick. 4-quarter sportscast. That is JC and them.
Sir.
As you can also see his logo, as he has just been audio all day. So y'all go fuck with them. He's sports podcast too. They got football. They talk a lot more football than we do. So if you want some more football, go over there.
And I'm
You know
calling
what
out
I'm
a
saying?
sweep.
Calling out a sweep. Oh, now we talking 2K simulations, and he wants JC to sweep
That's tomorrow,
because
right?
he
At
lost.
1.
Yeah, tomorrow 1:00, 2K simulation.
And y'all, bro.
Same page.
And you right, Judah. That's exactly why I want them to win. Because I lost, nigga. I'm a
You
sore
lost.
loser. Yes.
I know it. I've noticed. You know, that's why we didn't find y'all a second time for all the cheating. We just, hey,
Hey, I gotta blame it on somebody. It ain't us.
I feel it. It's not the niggas that pick the niggas, and it's not the niggas that they pick. It's
Exactly.
the nigga that just pressed start on the game. Yes, it's him. It's him.
Somebody gotta catch the straight.
Somebody who already lost, literally has no dog in the fight. Yes, it's him.
Lucky Joe wasn't here. I would have blamed his ass too. You know what I'm
Hey
saying?
man, it is what it is, dog. Man, but I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that was in here today.
Yes, sir.
We out, man. It's one of them beautiful days. I'm finna go give